562-314-4603 for more details. You know, I'm not giving up on stuff. I'm constantly returning to a take or an opinion or a moment from the week. You guys sitting here thinking Indiana is just going to fall off, not go anywhere. You guys think they're not going to win the Big Ten again, or you maybe not make the college football playoff again. And I'm like, Google their coach. Now, Sonny Dykes, the head coach at TCU, their quarterback, Josh Hoover, is transferred to Indiana.
Okay.
And Sonny, who, by the way, you got a new contract today, I believe. Congratulations to him. Had this to say about the new offensive coordinator and obviously old quarterback there. Hit it.
Look, numbers are numbers and stats are stats. And I think, you look for us, and I think Josh started 31 games here as a quarterback, and he turned the ball over 42 times in those 31 starts. And you go and you look at Gordy was the offensive coordinator last year at Connecticut, and their quarterback turned it over twice.
So Gordon Samus is the new offensive coordinator, but at TCU. But what about the kid Hoover in Indianapolis, or Indiana, pardon me, in Bloomington? Well, Coach Cignetti, you have the floor on that and this comment as well.
I think the great thing is I'm excited about Josh, first of all. Let's be clear about that. And he's got a body of work in terms of winning football games, passing yards, touchdown passes. Got to clean up some of the turnovers, obviously, which Coach Dykes made light of. But, when Josh got here, he met his two new best friends. Great defense and a really good run game. And he was never the same after that.
Radio audience, there was a wink at the end of that. He was never the same after that.
Winking.
His two best friends.
Two best friends.
A great defense and a running game. And he's also siding with his new guy, firing a little dart in the direction of TCU. Coach Dykes made light of. Oh, he's motivating in April. I'll take Cignetti. You go ahead and you go ahead and bet against him. Go ahead.
That's not what we were saying.
We said not making it, not the same.
No. It started off, they were prime time, right, Chris? We were watching them prime time do the pro day. And we said that what did he say? I've never seen this before.
You said he's not going to make the playoffs again.
You won't
next
see
year.
it again.
Well, I mean, I'm just doing the thing.
Oh, you're doing the thing?
No, I'm being serious. You will not.
Roll your break. We'll chat again Monday.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program may only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it could end your debt nightmare and save you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. For free information and to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, simply go online and visit DRA.com or call 800-433-8909. 800-433-8909. Again, that's 800-433-8909.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. Here's an update from your Pirates in the Pros. Former Pirate pitcher Josh Groves has been promoted to the AA team Amarillo Sod Poodles. Groves was previously assigned to the Hillsboro Hops after he was traded from the Colorado Rockies to the Arizona Diamondbacks in January. Josh had a 4.67 ERA last year with 135 strikeouts over 125 innings pitched. Groves was an 11th round pick in 2023 for the New York Yankees and was listed as their number 21 prospect in July of last year before being traded again to the Rockies in 2025. And Carson Whisenhunt was slated to start for the Sacramento River Cats in AAA action last night. However, the game was postponed due to inclement weather. In the major leagues, it was the Twins beating the Royals 5-1. The Braves drubbed the Diamondbacks 17-2, and it was the Giants over the Mets by a final of 7-2. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Chevrolet is the dealer to see, or a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
Mike Waddell, and he is a former Division I athletic director.
This is what fell apart in Chapel Hill with Hubert Davis. It wasn't that Hubert Davis was a bad coach. Hubert Davis was a brutal CEO of Carolina Basketball Incorporated. He did not want to engage with donors. He did not want to engage with alumni. He wanted to coach ball. North Carolina had the 2 highest paid, Jonathan, the 2 highest paid general managers in all of college sports, and they got no results out of it. So there is no order right now.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey, man, we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. He's gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. And we are on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. What's up, chat gang? Hope you're having a great, good Friday and are ready for the sports and Easter weekend. Beautiful day today in Eastern North Carolina. We've got a ton to talk about. It's Final Four weekend. It's East Carolina baseball weekend. We've got Pirate football to discuss. We've got no coach of the North Carolina basketball Tar Heels to discuss, and a whole lot more. We got guests on the way, including former Pirate righty Danny Beal. We'll talk some baseball with DB coming up in hour number 1. Brian North joins us in hour 2, as will Tony Dunn from the C3 Panthers podcast. We'll see if there's any NFL news and notes. Haven't talked about Puka and his latest move, I believe in rehab? Not rehab. Rehab? Talk about Puka when we talk to Tony Dunn. I got a lot of comments on our new Blue Pirate report from Cliff Godwin, Luke Payne, Jack Herring, some football stuff to get to as well. Also, Morgan Ahlers will join us, Alex Harper. We've got our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Rewind, as we'll look back at the week that was on Pirate Radio. Also, our Dog of the Day presented by Doghouse Tavern. All our picks involving hoops, and you will have that coming up later on in today's show. We've got Shirley Rhodes here. We got Nick Bass and also intern Mackay. And head of the table, he's in a good mood. We found out how to make Jared smile, and that is put Dog the Bounty Hunter on our televisions. This is not a Pirate Radio sanction day, but I am calling this White Trash Friday because we have Dog the Bounty Hunter on one TV, 2.5 Men on the other, and Jared is like a pig and you know what. What's up, J-Bone?
Nothing much, man. It's a magical day. It's a great day. Good Friday. Looking forward to this weekend. Many things gonna happen. It's gonna be fun.
Many things gonna happen. I could see you dressing like Charlie on 2.5 Men, like the bowling shirt.
Yeah, I mean,
that seems like how you would class it up if you needed to.
Absolutely. I mean, I own a shirt like that.
Yeah,
and they need to get many more.
And I could see you one day in life dressing like Dog the Bounty Hunter. No sleeves required.
The goal. Hopefully one day I am fortunate enough to retire, but with the way the economy is, probably not. But that is my retirement plan right there. And not bounty hunting, but just looking like Dog.
Looking like that with a woman like Beth. Mm-hmm. R.I.P. to Beth. All right, chat gang, what is up? Jerry says hello. Hello to you, Jerry. He says we are the Pirate Radio Live chat gang. Jamie, hello.
Hello.
Jamie says hey now.
Hey now.
Zach is asking, how did the mini golf tournament go? Jerry said he was entering like his 37th year of mini golf as a professional.
Yeah.
Let us know, Jerry. Jamie says, who is Carolina going to go after now?
Donovan, dude.
Wes Donovan. Now, do you know what movie that comes from? It is before your time, but there are no movies before your time because you're a movie buff. You watch movies from all eras. That is from a movie called Kindergarten Cop.
Oh.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, you didn't do the accent.
I did a little wet.
No.
Where's Donovan? You're right.
Where's Donovan?
Where's Donovan? Yeah, I can't do it.
I can only do bomb and chopper.
Get to the...
There's a bomb. Bomb in the building. Get out of the building. There's a bomb.
Not a tumor.
Not bad.
I do this quite a bit.
Can you give me a hands real quick?
Hands.
Thank you.
Corey, hands. Oh, rest in peace to that. No more Corey hands.
Oh, everybody's alive, though.
Yes,
Corey Cocker's just no longer a part of the Pirate basketball team. All right, we'll start. Well, real quick, since Jamie referenced it, Tommy Lloyd has signed a new 5-year deal with Arizona. He will not be the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. Was hearing a lot of him and Billy Donovan maybe as the front runners. I still don't like the Donovan move if they go that route.
I like it because I don't think anybody going there is going to have as much success as Carolina has had in the past.
Okay, when I say I don't like it, I mean from a North Carolina standpoint, not from a fan.
Well, I like Billy Donovan. I think he's wasting away in Chicago. I think he needs to get out of the
go back to college.
Yeah. I mean, because the Thunder, it was kind of mediocre at best. It was right after KD left, and then the Bulls are just a poor franchise.
What is a good example of a coach going from college to pro that had some success in the pros back to college? Because usually we see college to pro absolutely bomb at the pros.
Well, Patino didn't do well.
No, that's what I'm saying. Nick Saban.
Yeah. Harbaugh, maybe.
Harbaugh is a great example.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh.
That is a really good example. Usually, though, it's like bomb out and then go back to college and start winning again.
Yeah, you don't really see
Bobby Petrino.
College to pro, back to college.
Yeah.
I mean, the Harbaugh path has been quite extraordinary.
So Harbaugh, why did he go back to college? Just because he was a Michigan man and it was open? And
well, San Fran didn't want him back. He just ruffled enough feathers to where it was just like I remember Jay Glazer. I remember watching this on Fox NFL Sunday. Jay Glazer said the Niners could win the Super Bowl and Jim Harbaugh will not be back.
Wow.
That's how much they wanted him out of there.
Yeah. So he goes to his alma mater. He wins there, cheats there, and ruffles feathers, and now goes back to the pros.
And now he'll waste away in Los Angeles with that disgusting franchise.
I'm sorry? Mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie says Doug the bounty hunter. Dug in. The bounty hunter. Jerry, here's our update. He said, hey, Zach, thank you for asking. Not well. Tough course. What'd they have? The clown and the windmill? Shut up, you clown. Had 2 rain delays. What?
Rain delays.
Does that mean a water pipe burst? You're playing like real outdoor mini golf? Well, I guess you go to the beach and stuff. That's where they're located. He said, and tough course, 2 rain delays, but any day you can putt is a good day. Next week will be better. Just happy to be 50 and do something I love. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And he said, like Cliff Godwin, don't ask me about the weather. 2 rain delays during mini golf.
That's insane. I mean, I think once you feel the first drop, it's like, all right, let's go home. Let's get some ice cream. Let's go home.
Can we not dome these mini golf courses now in 2026?
Stop, dude. That takes away the home field advantage.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you can't putt in the rain, you can't putt at all, Jerry.
All right. J-Bone Pirates victorious last night.
Yeah, great. Well, I was not expecting a run rule, first of all. And major props, ton of respect to Luke Payne. Kind of looked at that one a little sideways when it was announced yesterday. But he pitched well. Very, very good outing from Luke Payne.
And look, anytime you can get just your offense coming out cooking.
Yeah.
6 runs in the second inning. And it's going to bolster you.
Davin Whitaker continues to do Davin Whitaker things. I loved that lineup yesterday. Braden at second, Davin in left. It was just a sight to see.
Pirates got it going, and then Davin Whitaker triple, Jack Herring single, Colby Wallace single, all in the second inning. Walker Barron a home run in the third. They added more runs in the sixth. Once again, Davin Whitaker home run, Colby Wallace double, and Maggle Kalinic with a single as well. 12-2 your final, and East Carolina moves to 18-12-1 on the season.
Yeah.
4-3 in league play.
Excited for tonight, Ethan Norby on the mound.
Friday night, Ethan. I like that they are keeping him on Friday night.
Yeah.
You look even smarter when you run rule a team, not pitching him on Thursday. And so Coach O, when we talked to him yesterday, I said, it makes me a little worried to plan on a staff day, like your first game of a series. But he pointed out, well, you've got Ethan Norby pitching Friday, and you just give him the ball and say, go to work. Well, last night, Luke Payne goes 4 innings. Gavin Marley goes 1 1/3. And Webb goes 1 2/3. Yeah, that's all the pitching that took place last night.
I feel like we're probably only going to see 2 pitchers today. Norby and Jenkins. Norby goes maybe 6. Jenkins closes it out.
And you got options on Sunday at that point.
Yeah. You got Towers.
Or Saturday.
Antolic.
Game 3.
You got
We're calling him Antolic now?
I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Antolic instead of Antolic.
Antolic. Okay.
Ethan Rose, who's been great in his outings. I'm just going to name all the pitchers now. Colby Wallace, still haven't seen him. Put Boucher back out there.
Did somebody predict, or was it me? I predict we see Colby Wallace this weekend.
Well, Mully said, wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a question going around.
But again, only 3 pitchers used, and with Marley and Webb only throwing a little over an inning, let's see, 24 and 23 pitches, they're available for Saturday.
Yeah, I think Mully said this on Tuesday. Last weekend, Webb goes twice. Didn't really do well in his second outing on Sunday. So maybe Webb's just a one-day guy. And only using 3. I predict only 2 tonight. I think sets up well for tomorrow.
Let's get to our New Blue Pirate Report, brought to you by New Blue. Call nublue.com if you have issues with heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical. They can take care of it all. Septic repairs and installations and all that good stuff, too. New Blue. Call nublue.com. Here's what Cliff Godwin had to say following the blowout win over Charlotte.
It was awesome. I thought Luke Payne gave us a, breath of fresh air, first start for us, and just gave us an opportunity. I thought Jack Robin home run probably let him settle in a little bit, but to give us 4 innings was huge, especially with some guys down for us. And I thought our offense was awesome.
It's pretty cool. They had a drag race after the game last night.
Yeah,
jeez.
It's the worst. No disrespect. This is just the situation we're in. But the grounds crew doing their thing, people talking right there at the fence. You got the guys in left field yelling. It's just an audio nightmare.
We need a media hut or something. Yeah,
a pavilion.
Today, out at football, you should be able to hear Ryan Rosenborough pretty good, but there is a gator that comes right behind him.
An alligator.
A real alligator with a motor right behind him as he's talking. So we'll hear some of that later. Cut to Shirley. Cliff Godwin talked about Luke Payne pitching his way out of a second inning jam.
Yeah, he did a great job. He was able to throw multiple pitches in the zone. And I thought even the umpire had a true zone, so it wasn't like he was giving him anything off the plate. He really had to be in the zone, and he did that. And Charlotte's really good offensively.
J-Bone, what else you want to hear from CG?
Cut 6, Davin Whitaker. How has he been so far, playing multiple roles defensively?
Yeah, Davin Whitaker is a true Pirate, and just so proud of him. He is about the right things. He's about the team. I met with him, I think Monday. I met with some of our leaders, and I told him that he wouldn't be starting against left-handed pitching, but he would be in there right-handed pitching. And he told me that, hey, Coach, I can hit left-handed pitching. I said, well, when you get an opportunity, you need to make the most of it, but you're probably not going to start. And then the other night he came off the bench, had 3 RBIs, had to face a lefty, had an RBI versus a lefty, and he even smoked the ball in the first inning to the second baseman that almost ate him up. So Davin just puts together quality at bats, but he's about the right stuff, and that's the thing that you guys can't see because you're not in the dugout, you're not at practice and stuff. But works his tail off and has stayed here when he could have gone into the portal, and he doesn't want to leave here. He's an East Carolina Pirate.
That's why I love Davin Whitaker. Beard. This is just a funny.
Okay,
question.
Before you run, so are you going to run 7? Is
No.
that what you're not going to run 7?
No, I didn't see this to start, but I'm going 5 because it just.
I'm just shocked that 7, with the question being asked, what needs to happen for the team to take game 2 is an 18-second response.
Yeah.
I figured it would be something like we just need to play well.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you're talking about cut 5?
Yeah, it's just a funny question.
All right.
Was Jack Herring's home run rob the best catch you have ever seen?
It is number 1 by far him. I told him it's like the best play he's ever made in his life. I didn't see him before East Carolina, but I'm telling him it's the best play he's ever made in his life. And that's the shoulder he dislocated. And he's been wearing a wrap up until the last couple games. If he had the wrap on, there's no way he catches that ball.
All right, not the best catch he's ever seen. The best play Jack Herring has ever made.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just fun. I mean, we were watching Riley Johnson highlights earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, that guy was just lighting himself on fire almost to make these catches. I wasn't saying that's not discrediting Jack Herring's catch. It was a phenomenal play. I just thought it was funny that was.
What if Riley Johnson went a little banana ball and lit himself on fire as the pitch was being thrown?
He's protesting a war. Why?
And then he makes the catch while on fire. All right, Shirley, let's hear some Luke Payne. Jarrett Watkins did not think he could get it done, but Luke, cut one. Your thoughts on the game and performance?
It felt great. Really been, grinding, surrounded by a bunch of good teammates, so it felt awesome to go out there and do my job.
I want to hear cut three, J-Bone. When did he find out he was the starter, and what was the prep like?
On Tuesday night. Yeah, so I really just treated it like a bullpen outing. It's just pretend like I was the first one out of the bullpen, and just went one inning at a time. So, yeah.
Different ways you can go about that. I feel like I've talked to Danny before, another Pirate pitcher, where they're told morning of that they're starting. I think that's when it gets to the conference tournament, regional type thing. But some guys like it that way because they don't have time to get in their own head, But with Luke, he was told a couple days in advance. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to hear from Luke?
No, you brought up cut 7 from Cliff. What needs to happen for the team to take game 2?
Do we need to hear that?
I don't know.
Well, why did you just bring it up?
Because you brought it up. I thought we were going to run it.
Yeah, but then I bypassed it.
Okay.
But now you want to go back to it?
No, we'll move on.
Anything else you want to hear from Luke?
No.
You want to just watch Dog the Bounty Hunter?
No.
I can turn that on.
Mute it.
I don't know. This is the good part of the episode.
Let's hear some Jack Herring.
All right.
Let's see. Cut 3. Take us through the play where you robbed the homer.
Yeah. So, I kind of had a feeling he was going to hit the ball hard to me. The wind's blowing out. I had a similar situation like that on Tuesday night. I told Boucher it was a business decision not to try to rob that one up. Didn't want to hurt myself further, but I just jumped as high as I can. Probably the best catch of my life, like Coach G said to me earlier. But yeah, just happy I could bring that one back for Luke.
All right, the catch of his life.
All I heard was
cut 4. A lot of people thought the ball was out of the park. Did you intentionally try to fool the opposition to let them think it was?
No, I just kind of looked at Grady. It was like, that was definitely like a legit rob of homer, right? And he was like, yeah, that was sweet. And I was like, all right, cool. And I got it, threw it back in. So not intentional, but I guess I saw Burris like, oh, he caught it. When I threw it back into him.
What the hell are they saying? I'm like, oh my God. Hey, we're trying to conduct interviews here. We're trying to do our jobs, guys.
They're doing their job.
Are they?
Yeah. Slide job.
I mean, good Lord.
Slide job. Anything else from Jack?
No. We're talking to 3 people. Can you give us 10 minutes?
Shirley, cut 7, Cliff Godwin. What needs to happen for the team to take game 2 tonight?
The most important thing is that we're mentally ready to go. And that's what I talked to them about their body language, being mentally alert. We made some really good defensive plays at UTSA on Sunday, and you can only make those plays if you're mentally alert. And I thought we played great defense as well tonight.
All right, Jamie says hopefully they can save Jenkins for tomorrow. Put up a lot of runs tonight. Yeah. I mean, perfect world, yeah. Mm-hmm. But if you're in a 3-2, 3-1 ball game, Norby goes 7. You got to go to your guy, and get this win. If you got an opportunity to win it, go take it. If you don't need him, if you're up a lot, then I'm with you, Jamie. Let's go with Jenkins on Saturday. There is your New Blue Pirate Report baseball edition. We'll have a football edition coming up later on in our show. But when we return, our first guest of the day, Danny Beal, joins us as we'll keep the baseball talk rolling. DB, when we return after this.
Pirate
Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and spare change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest, April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and Buick Enclave, Encore GX, Envision, and Invista, 0.9 and $3,000 off. Winter service special still going on, $210 in rebates on batteries, brakes, air filters, and wiper blades. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up. Plan your spring getaway to the Crystal Coast with exclusive savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Save 15% with our Beaufort Spring Getaway, available through May 31st. Explore Cape Lookout's beautiful beaches and the wild horses of Shackelford Banks. Enjoy waterfront dining at the award-winning 34 Degrees North restaurant with no advance deposit and free cancellation up to 48 hours before arrival. Planning is easy. Book now at BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Beth getting heated in this episode of Dog the Bounty.
I'll tell you what, Dog for real does his job.
Where my dog at? We got our dog of the day. I think we know who our dog of the day is.
Dwayne Chapman.
We've got a college basketball Final Four edition of Dog of the Day coming up in hour number 2, along with Tony Dunn, Brian North. We got Morgan Ahlers, Alex Harper, hour 3. We got the chat gang, the entire show. And we have Dog passing out cigarettes to some guy he just called. The guy he just called said, "Can I at least get a shirt?" Nobody wears a shirt on this show. I think that's the thing about Hawaii. You can't find a place that sells shirts. Nobody wears shirts. They wear vests, tarps off, if you are on Dog the Bounty Hunter. So anyway, we got that going on. Shirley's watching Conley softball. What is this? We got a feed, Shirley? Is our guy Cole on the call?
You are correct, sir. That is his feed. That is his little score bug back there. And they just finished game 1. They are playing a doubleheader. They're playing again at 6 o'clock against Topsail. And they just ruled South Lenore.
Cole is a go-getter. Conley, number 1. Does that mean number 1 in the
state?
Just beat South Lenore 11-1, and as Shirley said, they will play again.
And baseball and softball are both ranked number 1 in the state.
Awesome.
Leland gave him his shirt.
What a guy. What a guy. All right. Caught up with Danny Beal earlier today to talk some Pirate baseball and more. Let's hear from the former Pirate righty. Joining us on Pirate Radio Live, talk some Pirate baseball, some hoops, and who knows what else. Danny Beal is here. Danny, how you doing, man?
Doing good, Clipper. What's going on?
Pirates coming off a couple of wins here, and trying to continue on a solid week after a backbreaker last week. Danny, we've talked to you about how long the baseball season is, but 2 walk-offs in the same week, that gets the fans down, certainly, and to a degree, I'm sure the team, but you just got to move on, right? How about bouncing back from last week?
Yeah, walk-offs are never fun. Luckily, I didn't have to be a part of a ton of them. When they did happen, it was pretty demoralizing, but being able to bounce back and play the way they have has been really impressive and fun to watch.
Seems like we're talking a lot about adversity with this team and injuries, especially with the starting pitching, the weekend rotation. It just puts a stress on everything. Luke Payne, the starter, announced yesterday, and Jarrett and I kind of look at each other like, all right, well, we'll see where this goes. And, Pirates able to overcome, next man up, all that mentality. What did you think of his performance and the Pirates winning last night?
It kind of reminded me of almost like a conference tournament-esque start where you're down a lot of arms, guys are tired, it's, the weather's getting hot, and it was a situation where somebody needed to step up, especially on a short week with Easter and stuff. And to be able to get that kind of work out of that was really impressive. Obviously, I know they had Gavin warming up earlier in the game and extending, I think the lead there was huge. So you could keep Luke in and not have to go to the pen early, and he did a great job. And again, it just goes to show how if they can show up consistently, they're one of the best teams in the conference, nonetheless, the country. So it's about showing up today. I know they obviously won yesterday, but being able to show up today is just as important as the win last night. So
yeah. And Danny, I said last week to Mully, we were talking about the Braves and the Pirates, and they both right now have injury issues with pitchers. And from a Braves standpoint, I said, you've got Acuna and Riley and Olsen and Albies. Let's score 8 to 10 runs and who cares? Let's outscore teams. And, say the same about the Pirates. A pitcher's best friend is those monster innings, those big innings offensively. So kudos to the offense too, right? They got to do their part while we're trying to get healthy pitching wise.
Yeah, watching the Red Sox right now is actually painful because that offense is not really built to score a ton of runs, and the pitching is supposed to be what keeps them in games, and they've been getting down early, and they're not built to do that. So being able to watch a team that has a good offense and has good pitching, even if they are a tick injured right now, like it's fun to see them pick up the slack a little bit, and knowing when they have Norby on the mound, it doesn't mean they take their foot off the gas, knowing that they're going to get a good start. It kind of reminds me of our last year when we would have Trey and Root going, and at times, I think, admittedly, as a team, we would know that, like, hey, like Trey's probably going to go 6,
right,
1 or 2 earned, maybe punch the house out, and it's like, all right, well, we don't have to score 10 to win today, right? But I think them being able to show up consistently every day, as I mentioned, is important, knowing that it doesn't really – you could have Tom Glavine on the mound. Like, you need to still show up and score a ton of runs, especially in the parity of that conference right now. I mean, it's going to take everything to win and get in and hopefully play well down the stretch.
Yeah, talked to Coach O, the great Gary Overton, yesterday on the show. Was looking at some numbers. Pirates going into last night, 44 in the RPI, which isn't bad at all, you know. And with all the midweek games you have coming up, and teams like UAB having a good RPI right now, UTSA's got a pretty good one. You've got a lot of opportunities to make that number even better. So their Pirates, the record might not be exactly what you want it to be, but still in a decent spot here. They just got to take care of their business.
Yeah, I mean, they're gritty, as you can tell. I mean, they've beaten, whether you think UAB is a good team or not, I mean, RPI says a lot, even if people don't necessarily know how it works, like understand it. But, I mean, they've beaten good teams, and I think it's not of years past where we're just going to roll the balls out and dominate. And I don't think that's because we've gotten worse. I think other teams have gotten better with the portal and stuff, being able to buy players, and especially like teams in Texas and stuff where you get like the Texas A&M, Texas bounce backs, teams like in Alabama, like with UAB, where you get Auburn, Alabama guys that transfer. Right. Like teams just will get better now. And I don't think it's that we've gotten worse. We're still the best team in that conference. I don't even think it's really close. But it's just, again, I've said it a couple times, like it's just showing up every day and being consistent, because that's kind of like the Achilles heel, it seems like, from what Coach Godwin is saying. It's just, it's tough showing up every day. But again, there's no doubt in my mind that when, you know, the weather gets out or better and school gets out, they'll play their best baseball.
Danny Beal joining us. Danny, we've seen a Burley bomb. We've seen Norby go to work, and we saw Gavin Williams throw a gem in Dodger Stadium the other night. How about that performance by the Big Rig, going 7 innings, no runs, 10 Ks against the freaking Dodgers?
Yeah, that was insane. I was here at the field, as you guys can. I'll try to show you.
Nice.
I was at the field because Clemson and Wake were playing here, so I got to say hey to Coach Walter and Coach Bakich before the game. But so I didn't really get to watch it in real time. But I got back, and one of my good high school friends who's a Dodgers fan was texting me. He's like, Gavin's throwing really well, and I thought he was being sarcastic and that the Dodgers were like just lighting him up. And I went and looked. I was like, wow. So I texted Gavin, and I was like, dude, that was pretty good. He was like, yeah, that was fun. So it was so much. I went and watched it back just to like take it all in, because I mean that's a really good lineup that he shut down, and his off speed stuff was really, really good. And that's, I mean, it goes to show what his potential and his ceiling is. Like, dude, he could be one of the best pitchers, nonetheless, in that division, but in the AL, if he's consistent enough and stays healthy. So it was a ton of fun to watch, as it has been with all the other guys as well this season.
Danny, as hard as you work on your craft as a pitcher, you want your strikes to be called strikes. But at the same time, if you miss by a quarter of an inch, you want that call too. So with all that being said, how do you feel about the ABS? Are you for, against it? Do you still have questions about it? What do you think?
I think it's funny. Honestly, like I think it is comical to me, like when a hitter or pitcher will challenge it and it's like it has like the less than sign, less than an inch off, and the umpire's like, come on, dude. Like, yeah, my bad for not calling that a strike or ball, right? It's like we're splitting hairs here. But I mean, I think it's good, but I also think it adds another layer and another wrinkle of strategy into it on teaching players and coaches, not necessarily coaches, because coaches can't do it, but teaching players when to use it.
Yeah.
Good time, bad time.
Because we've seen some emotional challenges already.
Yeah.
And you gotta calm yourself almost.
Exactly. You can get down 0-2 and be pissed as a hitter, and then, another, like a borderline strike, and you just tap your head, and it's the second inning with nobody on with one out. And it's like, why are you doing that? And again, not to bring it back to the Red Sox, but that's another thing that they've done really, really bad this season is time and place with that stuff and being able to like control your emotions and know when to use it. So I like it because, again, it adds another bit of strategy, but it's It is really funny. Like even the other day with the Orioles game, when they got that game ended on it, that was really funny. So it's been fun to watch.
I didn't think about how dramatic it would be too, because everybody sees it at the same time. The hitter, the pitcher, but more importantly, the fans. So it's like there's kind of a silence in the stadium, and then they show it on the big screen, and there's either a loud cheer or a boo or a awe or whatever. So it adds a little drama to the game as well.
And it's so quick too. If it took
Yeah.
like 30 seconds, no, it takes like 5 seconds. You have to decide quick if you want to challenge it or not. But like we were joking about it the other day in one of our like alumni group chats. Like, could you imagine if we had that in college when we were playing? Like, it would be an easy way to just get your butt ripped by Coach Godwin. But it would just be so funny of like guys using it in certain moments and being able to joke about it and talk about it afterwards. It's funny.
Danny Beal joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Danny, how is your bracket? Do you have a chance to win your pool?
It was looking in really good shape up until UConn won. I would have had all 4 in the Final Four right if Duke had won.
Wow.
They were my national champion, which was tough. There's still a chance to win our baseball one. Me and Star at the top right now. I think I have to have Illinois, an Illinois-Michigan national championship in Illinois to win it for me to win. So that's not out of the question. I saw it was the first time. I saw a stat on Twitter. It was like the first time in like 15, 16, 20 years, something like that, that both of the Final Four games are under 2.5 points on the spread.
Yeah. That's
so
cool.
we're bound to have some good games. It'll be fun to watch. This is for all the people that, didn't like the fact that there were no Cinderellas. Like you're gonna watch good basketball. So it'll be fun.
True. And it's a great reminder, too, that just because you don't have that huge upset week 1, that the madness is not just about that. It's about Duke throwing it away and a guy hitting a bomb 3 like that. That was so much fun on Sunday to see that. And, yeah, man, Michigan, Arizona, really excited about that. And as you said, both spreads, 1.5. UConn, Illinois, same thing. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Then we get to the Masters, DB. Do you have any picks for us? Anything you like for next week?
One thing I will say, going back to the UConn game real quick, I was at the Celtics game when they were playing the Hornets in Charlotte, and that was on Sunday during the Duke game. And halftime was right during that like 4-minute stretch where UConn went on a run. And you would imagine a lot of UConn fans, they're playing the Celtics, and they had it up on the big board. And he hit the shot, and it was so much fun to just watch everybody go absolutely bananas, like bettors, fans, whatever it was. It was very funny. But with the Masters, no, I mean, I would like to. I wish there was a way if you were to bet on the Masters, a way to have Oberg leading after Saturday, because he's so good. He just finds a way to choke it away every day or every time when they get to the final day on Sunday. But
you can probably find that.
You would think, right?
You like okay? That I'll see if I can find something like that. But
I like Oberg to like whether it's going into the weekend or leading after moving day or top 5 even, because he's got the talent. He just does not find a way to be able to like just nut up on Sunday. It's fascinating to me. But no, I mean, you could always go chalky and go Scotty too, because he's always going to be in the mix. One thing that I've watched some guys do is whether it's the last couple weekends or even last year where Scotty's like 15th to 20th, is live betting him to go top 10.
Right.
Seen a few guys do that, and make some good money off that on Twitter and stuff. So I would say Oberg and Scotty, but you can it's Augusta. Anything can happen.
I haven't even looked at how much of a overwhelming favorite Scotty is at this point, but I'll have to check that out. You mentioned NBA Hornets, good win last night against the Suns. Got the Pacers. They're trying to get the best possible seeding for them, which will likely be in the play-in. How about the Celtics with Tatum's return? I know last time we talked, you were very excited. How have they done since the return of Tatum?
They've been a wagon. I mean, they scored like 54 points or 53 points in the first quarter against Miami the other day. Like, JB had 40. Like, Tatum looks good. They're all healthy now. I mean, I was worried there for a while when they were playing Jaylen Brown through his like Achilles tendonitis, because with all the stuff that's happened in the last few years, I'm like, just sit him until the first round. I don't even care. But no, they've looked great. The role players are doing their job. Like Sam Hauser and Peyton Pritchard are playing like freaking all-stars right now. But I think if I looked yesterday, if the season had ended yesterday, it would have been Charlotte at Toronto, and then the winner of that would have went on to play the Celtics in the first round. So it's going to come down to it. I'm in now that the Celtics have clinched. Not that they weren't going to be in, but I'm in full hockey mode right now. I'm trying to see. I'm hoping that Bruins lost last night, unfortunately, but hoping that they can get the last division spot. They're 4 points behind Montreal after last night, so hopefully they can make a push. Dad and I are going to the Hurricanes game. They play the Bruins in Raleigh on Tuesday, so that'll be fun.
I was going to say potential for like Bruins, Canes, and Celtics Hornets that Danny could attend. As the away
attend
fan.
with let me take out a loan for that, but yeah, we'll see.
Good point. All right, Danny Beal joining us. Danny got an NFL draft later this month. Trying to hit all the sports here. Anything else going on you're following in the sports world?
Seen a lot of Vrabel clips from the coaches meetings and him like just blocking offensive linemen like he's a psychopath, but I love it. I mean, it's fun to watch with that stuff. We mentioned the Red Sox and how annoying they've been. I know they play in like an hour and a half, and hopefully they can turn it around. That's been really frustrating to watch, but it's the life of being a Red Sox fan. John Henry needs to sell the team, but whatever. Neither here nor there. I digress.
And you doing your training, Danny? Training pitchers of tomorrow?
Yeah. We're fully in that. Like I said, me, Garrett Saylor, and Patty McGonigal was the guy that pitched in Division I as well with BG. We're still doing that and going strong right now. So if you guys are interested, please do whatever you can to reach out, and we'll get you going. But no, ready to go. Baseball's rolling. Knights are playing well. We're all good.
All right, Danny, thanks for joining us, man. We'll keep in touch. Do it again soon.
See you guys.
Danny Beal joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Saw that Muggsy Bogues threw out the first pitch at the Charlotte Knights game.
Really?
Yesterday. Yes.
Wow. They took it to the Bulls last weekend, man.
Doubles. Hornets legend, Wake Forest legend, Muggsy Bogues. All right, let's take a break. We'll return. A lot of day baseball going on, so we'll update that and what is coming up tonight on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Get a standings update with the Hurricanes and Hornets as well. More to go. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
The 2026 Mac Bear Hodges Music Festival is back on April 25th starting at 3:30 p.m. Join us for a night of river, rhythm, and blues, all in the heart of downtown Washington. From incredible bands to great food, cold drinks, and good vibes all day long, this is the event you don't want to miss. Bring your friends, bring your family, and come experience the sound, energy, and the legacy of the ultimate ECU Pirate fan, Mac Bear Hodges. Mark your calendar and make plans now. The 2026 Mac Bear Hodges Music Festival, where the music lives on.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Altavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Altavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Altavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AltavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Altavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Pirates supporting pirates.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I'd like for you to join me at the 3rd annual First Step 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run on Saturday, April 4th, on the beautiful grounds of Haven at Blue Creek in Grimesland. This special morning brings our community together to support women taking brave steps towards recovery. All proceeds benefit Haven at Blue Creek, a women's rehabilitation center providing a safe, nurturing environment for women overcoming addiction. As a former resident, I know firsthand how powerful your support can be. Register today on Run Sign Up, and let's take the first step together.
This is Andre Allison, the first receiver to catch 1,000 in ECU history. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Hornets a winner last night over the Suns.
Big time.
And a back-to-back because they have the Pacers tonight, which once again they are favored by 1,000,000 points.
Yeah.
Hornets right now 8th in the East, a game and a half back of Toronto and Philadelphia. Toronto and Philadelphia, same record. Right now the Sixers are in 6th and the Raptors in 7th. Hornets 8, Magic 9, Heat 10. Hornets are a game up on the Heat, half game up on the Magic for that 8th spot. I want to stay there because that would guarantee you a home game. If the Hornets win the 7-8 game, they would be in the playoffs. If the Hornets lose the 7-8 game, they would host the 9-10 winner. So at least get a home game in the postseason.
And playoff tickets, they announced it today, will go on sale the 6th.
When is the play-in?
The 14th.
All
It
right.
starts on the 14th.
So we got another week, and then it'll be that Tuesday, Wednesday, I assume. So, or the Tuesday... Anyway, yeah, start on Tuesday.
I think it's the 14th to the 17th.
Right now, Hornets, if they would win that 7-8 game, would play the Celtics. We're saying we'd rather play the Pistons than the Celtics round one.
Yeah.
So lose the first play-in and win the second.
I mean, either way, we're going to win a playoff series, and it will be glorious. But I think we're favored. It's a more favorable matchup to go against the Pistons, especially not knowing what Cade Cunningham's situation is.
I mean, we really are, as Jake Hunter put it in my text earlier this week, we're the best barely over 500 team in NBA history. Because if you go back to beginning of the year or All-Star break or whatever, the Hornets are a top 5, top 4 team in the East.
Yeah, since the start of this calendar year.
Yeah.
January 1st.
So if we're in a series, I'll just name some teams with the Sixers. Can we win that series?
Yeah.
The Hawks.
Yeah.
The Cavs.
No, the Cavs and the Celtics are the two where I'm like, I don't really want to play them.
The Knicks.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so? So we are a top 5, top 4 team in the East.
No, I'm obviously a blind, delusional fan. But you got to think, like, man, the Knicks and the Sixers love to just collapse.
I know.
Especially in that second round and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, the Celtics have to have – do they have the best odds in the East, or is it still the Pistons?
It's got to be the Celtics with Tatum back, no Cade, as we know.
As I look at futures, championship winner – Celtics, you got the Thunder plus 135. Good grief. Spurs plus 500.
West is over.
Celtics 525. And then the Cavs and Knicks. So the Pistons way down there. Hornets plus 10,000. The Hornets
have what, like the 10th best odds?
Have like better odds than the Hawks, who are the 5 seed, and all of the other play-in teams. The Sixers do have better odds than the Hornets.
Okay.
But yeah, we're basically like 5th or 6th in the East.
I saw NBA power rankings. We're 6th out of 30.
That is crazy. Yeah, what they've been able to do. Hurricanes, a winner last night. Nick, can you come here for a minute? So right now the Hurricanes are the only team in the East that have clinched a spot. So that clinched them a spot, I guess, last night?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. I don't understand the format of the Stanley Cup playoffs. I've never tried to learn, really, but it's about your division, I guess. They will be Metropolitan number 1.
Yep.
How about this? Is there anybody – who do you want to avoid the most in the East for as long as you can?
Completely honestly, probably Buffalo or Montreal.
Buffalo. I noticed you didn't mention Tampa.
I mean, they're scary, but they're not as scary as they have been in recent years.
So the biggest challengers in the East would be Buffalo, Montreal, and Tampa, in your opinion?
Yeah, they're definitely the most terrifying, and it's kind of funny that they all play in the same division, too. So
we had this discussion a month or so ago. Colorado, the class of the West, and maybe the class of the NHL, they have the most points, 108. Anybody, and I think we said if the Hurricanes make the Stanley Cup final, lose to Colorado, all right, it's still a good year. Make the Stanley Cup, lose to anybody other than Colorado, it's a disappointment. Looking at the teams with the most points, Stars, Wild, good grief, the Pacific Division, points-wise, is awful.
They stink, yeah.
Yeah. But are an equal number of those teams going to make the playoffs?
Three from the Pacific, at least.
Okay. All right. So who outside of Colorado would you not want to see in the final?
Dallas.
The Stars. All right. I've just been saying, can we get to the playoffs? Because, we're there. We just don't want injuries, right? So
yeah, and that's what probably over the last few games, you're going to see a lot of younger guys come up to the NHL and take spots from regulars just so they can rest.
All right. Canes have played 76. Does that mean we have 6 left?
Yep.
And those are Rangers, Senators, Bruins, Blackhawks, Mammoth, Flyers, and Islanders. And the regular season wraps up on the 14th. So Stanley Cup playoffs and NBA playoffs starting a couple of weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on the Canes?
A lot of young guys. It's kind of fun for me in my brand.
This is your time.
A lot of young guys. Fun for him.
Yeah,
all right, man.
We got that on tape. Some guys some prospects you think we'll see these last few games?
They just signed one to the AHL roster.
What's his name?
Charlie Serrato.
That's way too American.
He's very American, yeah.
How American? Kid Rock playlist.
I don't know about that.
Dogs and burgers.
But like Bradley Nadeau, the guys that you know, and then some other people like Felix Unger-Sorum should probably make his debut. You'll probably see Charles Alexis Legault, Yoel Nystrom, all those guys come back up for a couple games.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Nick Bass. Canes and Hornets both playing postseason this year. Exciting stuff. Jamie was referring to our Danny Beal interview. Said he bet Aberg to win the Masters and finish top 10. We need to get a Masters guest. We need a Masters gambling guest on next week. See if I can find somebody. And I will recycle my Masters is overrated.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like they play golf every week. You're basically, this would be the equivalent of people being excited about playing a basketball game on a court.
Yeah.
Or a baseball game on a field.
Like game 5 of the seasons in MSG.
You're rooting for the place they're playing instead of a team. You're excited about that. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know y'all people love it. So we'll talk about it. Now,
hey, no Tiger, I ain't watching.
What happened to him?
Bunch of liberal BS. Guys just trying to have a nice day, take a stroll through the neighborhood.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While we're on that topic, what happened to Puka? Rams receiver is in rehab.
Rehab?
His attorney says.
Oh, rehab.
He was in rehab a substantial period of time before any of the allegations broke. He's scheduled to be there a little while longer, so
might just be like a little retreat.
Needed a retreat after the biting allegations.
Mm-hmm. A mental health vacation.
And there was a woman twerking near him as he was passed out.
It's enough rehab and therapy for me. Jeez.
We'll hit some other NFL news and notes with Tony Dunn, including Stephon Gilmore's retirement. When we return, Dog of the Day and Brian North here on Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. We're back with you after this.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie! After 89 years serving the furniture needs of Greenville, Bostic Sugg Furniture is closing their doors forever. Now, all current inventory must and will be sold down to the bare walls in a massive store closing liquidation. Get to Bostic Sugg today and find a huge selection of living room furniture, dining sets, bedrooms, and mattresses all slashed in price. Nothing's held back. Hurry, it's first come, first save during the massive store closing liquidation on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture, 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fish Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice-cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fish Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
Get ready, because Honda has equipped the 2026 CB750 Hornet with the E-Clutch, delivering stall-free starts in traffic and full-power quick shifts up and down when you want to wake it up. A torquey 755cc parallel twin delivers arm-stretching acceleration with Street Fighter style built to stand out. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, and experience the 2026 Honda CB750 Hornet E-Clutch. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and night protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
It's bow time. Remember those bologna biscuits you grew up on? Well, they're back and better than ever at Bojangles. Bite into a southern tradition with our new fried bologna biscuit. It's a thick slice of savory bologna seared and served hot off the griddle on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. And right now, you can get 2 of them for just $5. But hurry in. This deal is only available for a limited time, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 2. Brian North, Tony Dunn coming up. Be on the lookout for our Pirate Radio 3-point contest. We held the event yesterday. Glenn put out a little teaser, and there was some makes, some misses, some laughs, some tears, a little bit of everything yesterday.
Anger.
Some anger, there was from especially one of our contestants. It was myself, Sam Danka, Alex Harper, the reigning champion, and also the coach, Blake Harrell. We appreciate Coach Harrell being a part of it. A lot of coaches wouldn't put themselves out there like that. We just asked intern Mackay how many he would make out of 20, and I appreciate his honesty. He said 3. He said he lived in the post during his basketball days. So, Nick, how many you think you would have made? 1. You would have made 1. J-Bone, how many would you have made?
Well, I shot him.
How many did you make?
3 points, 2 balls.
But you hit a money ball.
A money ball, yes.
Yeah, money balls count as 2. When did you make those in the round?
The first and last rack.
Last, okay.
I think I made no, second rack, left wing, as you know.
Because there are...
Third ball on the second rack and then the money ball on the very last shot.
I want to say this about myself. I was both very proud of myself and extremely disappointed in myself all at the same time.
Yeah.
And you will know what I mean when you see the footage of that. Let's get our Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day.
Dog of the Day.
Where are my dogs at?
Brought to you by...
We are awful. First season of Dog of the Day went pretty well for me. Winning record. Up a lot. Not a lot, but up. This second go around has been absolutely brutal. And I have 1 win on the year.
So do I.
So this is basically it.
This is for last.
But because Chandler has 2 wins.
Yeah.
We could have a 3-way tie. I think we're going to have to go back to like units. I'll just look at what the wins were, and we could go by that as the tiebreaker. Jarrett, you and I have similar bets, although I went a little bigger than you did.
Mm-hmm.
I went, and my last two picks were Houston to make the Final Four, L. Iowa State to make the Final Four, L. I'm going with the only team I got left, Arizona to win the championship, plus 175. My thought is, if they get by Michigan, they will be favorites in that championship. It's the last remaining future I had. I thought about just hedging and taking Michigan in this and still having my Arizona ticket.
Yeah.
But that's lame. So I'm gonna go with Arizona. Tommy Lloyd is sticking around. Maybe that gives them a shot in the arm.
Yeah.
Maybe it ends up like UNCW. Right after they gave their coach an extension, they lost to Campbell in the first round or whatever of the CAA. But give me Arizona. You can still get them at plus 175 to win the championship. Jared, you're also going with Arizona, but
to beat Michigan.
A little bit different, to beat Michigan.
I just like to do game-by-game basis. I don't want to look ahead. Got to be where your feet are, and right now our feet are facing Michigan. So, Arizona, money line.
I mean, anytime you can get Arizona as a dog.
Yeah, and I said that as soon as, I saw on Sunday. I told my buddies, I was like, hey.
You told me?
I told me. I told my buddies.
The first person you need to tell something to is yourself.
I said, hey, Arizona's plus money.
Now, let me ask you this. If Michigan was plus money, would you have taken them?
No.
Okay. I mean, if you just said, yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Because I would say anytime you can get Michigan as a dog, you should probably take them.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But you like the Wildcats here.
Yes, sir.
All right. Chandler going with UConn money line against Illinois. As we just talked to Danny Beal, both of these games are within 2 points when it comes to the spread.
Which means they'll probably both be blowouts.
I know. I haven't wanted that. You're right. I've thought about that. So he is going with the dog in that game, UConn, to knock off Illinois. J-Bone going with Arizona to beat Michigan and play for a national championship. I'm going with Arizona to win the championship plus 175. I am holding an Arizona ticket. I've got Arizona plus 900 to win the championship. It doesn't say when I place this. It just says April 1st, 2026. But I've got Arizona to win it all at plus 900. Hey, I could cash out right now, Bone, and win $33.
Cash out. Profit, cash out. No.
But, dude, I wonder what that cash out's going to be if they beat Michigan. It might be over $100 at that point. It probably would be. Like if they win their next game, because they're going to be favorites in the championship.
I'd say $76.
Really? You don't think it's going to reach 100?
No, because the potential payout's 100.
150.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. Need my glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
I need my glasses. All right. Well, go Wildcats. Doghouse Tavern, dog of the day. The Doghouse Tavern is a veteran-owned pub. Every visit feels like coming home. You can enjoy live music, karaoke, pool, darts, delicious cocktails, the coldest beer in town, all in a relaxed and friendly atmosphere. Everybody's family at the Doghouse Tavern in Ayden. And you can see everything they got going on Facebook. Check them out there. Thank you to the Doghouse Tavern. And we'll continue on with our picks. We are just resetting the records after today. Probably have maybe some Masters bets. Throw some baseball in there. NASCAR. We got NBA, NHL playoffs. We got a ton to still bet on.
No NASCAR this Sunday. Really sucks.
Easter off. All right, let's get to the Turner Home Team Live Line and talk to Brian North, who joins us today on Pirate Radio Live, WCTI 12, as we ring that bell for our friends at the Turner Home Team. North, how you doing, man?
Having a good Friday, Clip.
Well, good to hear. Good to hear. Brian, I saw a stat that, let me see if I still got it. It's the first Final Four since Lord knows when. That doesn't include Duke, Carolina, Kansas, or UCLA, like since the 60s or 50s or something. I don't know. It was a crazy number like that. And what a rough one for basketball fans in the state of North Carolina. I don't know. I guess people out there still love their ACC and wear their Carolina and Duke stuff and state stuff and talk junk to one another. I grew out of that a while back and, became a Pirate. But to have, if you're a state fan, you can laugh at Carolina and Duke about both blowing 19-point leads in this year's NCAA tournament. That's crazy. Of course, you also, if you're a state fan, have to talk about your coach leaving you in the dust and feeling like you don't matter. So really just rough all around for the Triangle teams. If you want to throw in Wake Forest, they're not even in the discussion because they didn't make the tournament and are unfortunately kind of falling back to irrelevancy. So overall down year for our ACC basketball teams. Duke had an amazing year, but the collapse is what everybody's going to remember.
Yeah, no doubt. That's one of those shots. Duke had one of the greatest shots in NCAA tournament, right, with Christian Laettner, and now you've got one that's going to rival that in the opposite way. So, look, UConn has it going on, and these schools that are in the Final Four are the ones who are taking advantage of how the NIL is working and transfer portal, and plus. Look, the rich get richer. These are all dedicated basketball schools that are in there, too. Look, Illinois has always been into its basketball, and UConn, of course, has had great success there. And then Arizona, you can claim they're more of a basketball school than a football school. And so, look, that's just it's where it is right now, and they've got it going on. But in this day and age, until we figure out more of the rules of what's happening, it can change real fast for you. And I'm curious with Duke, now that they keep getting talent. They have one of the top NIL pots, if you will, with money, and it comes to a point of, okay, how much rope does John Shire have now? Because you're talking, he's got 2 monumental collapses here in a couple of years.
Guy hardly never loses, but when he does it in dramatic fashion, North.
Yeah, right. And so, and how long before the Duke people start opining a little bit about whether he can win the big one or not, or hold on to big leads. So it's just a crazy time of year now with crazy time in sports.
I wonder if the Duke discussion depends on who North Carolina hires and how they do, because we all think it's obviously got to be from outside the family for the first time in forever. And if that guy, and maybe it is Tommy Lloyd, starts winning, and Duke has another collapse, do they start saying, look, we gotta get outside the family. Thank you, Coach K. Thank you, Shire. Thank you, whatever. But we got to go out and make us a big-time hire now.
Did you see the stat that was rolling around social media about the last 10 years where Carolina, with less talent that's gone to the NBA and lottery picks, has won more than what Duke has? And so a narrative starts being born about that, about how Duke gets the talent but can't win the championship unless there's a guy named Krzyzewski that's coaching them. So I don't know. The Carolina thing, be real careful on this one if you're a Carolina fan. And so I'm not convinced that Tommy Lloyd's going to – why would he leave Arizona? I just don't understand the whole – he's got it made there if he wins the whole thing.
Well, the only thing I've heard, I have not done any reading on this, I will be honest, but maybe the beef between him and a AD or something. I don't know.
Yeah, look, people can make all sorts of decisions for all sorts of reasons nowadays. I don't get it, but for how long? The shelf life now for coaches is getting shorter and shorter because the expectations are growing and the unrealistic nature. Hubert Davis thing bothers me a little bit. And imagine if Dean Smith or Coach K were trying to break in now and go to one of the programs, they would have never made it out of their 3rd or 4th year. So I just think it's getting a little crazy. If you don't win at all, what's going to happen to these coaches and how short a shelf life they're going to have.
All right, everybody screaming at your radios, calm down. Thank you, great producer Shirley Rhodes. As we record this a few minutes ago, Tommy Lloyd has signed a new deal with Arizona, ending any speculation about the North Carolina opening. So there you go. Okay. I used him as an example. On to the next example. But that's interesting. And now, you're North Carolina, North, you figure at one point you could go out and get whoever you wanted, and now this is another sign of the times that, hey, other schools have money. It's not all about tradition or blue bloods anymore. It's about other things in college sports today.
I said this when they pulled the trigger on Hubert Davis. I felt this was more of a frustration with Hubert Davis than it was having somebody lined up who could be better than Hubert Davis. And this almost feels like NC State, some of their coaching searches, all of a sudden they start going for and they end up down the line.
Yeah.
Carolina's not used to doing that.
The wish list doesn't match the real list, the realistic list.
I know what Billy Donovan's a big name being thrown out there, but he hasn't coached in college
in
years and hasn't done this whole NIL thing and portal thing. So I don't know, man. I said when they let him go, if they did not have someone locked in that they knew they wanted, better be careful if you're a Carolina fan, because Carolina's not used to being turned down, jilted. That's why they've always kept it in the family, because they knew the next one up would always take it. So
it's almost like it's like they send guys out north and like Stackhouse, for example. All right, go win at Vanderbilt, go to the tournament a few years, and boom, you'll be next up. Or but there's nobody in the family that is on that level right now, which is why we're talking about other names.
I guess, right? And so I thought Hubert was fine and doing a good job. And look, he lost his star player this year, right? There was a big deal. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
Your big best player there. So I don't know. I thought that was a quick trigger on that one, and I just didn't think they had a real good game plan about who was actually going to be the successor. But we'll see.
Yeah.
They may land somebody great. We'll find out. But I just have not liked the feeling, and the longer it goes, what portal opens up next week, just not a great feeling in Chapel Hill. I'd be a little worried.
Good points. And it feels a little Penn State-ish. And if you're North Carolina basketball, you kind of hope maybe it ends up like, hell, they might get a guy from the same school. Penn State, it felt like, was whiffing on some guys, but end up with Matt Campbell, who is a good football coach. I like the guy from Iowa State, Otzelberger. I said this, Brian, if I had FU Carolina donor money, they're not going to do this because he's too old. But bringing back Kelvin Sampson to the state of North Carolina, I think would be the way the types of teams he puts on the court. I think the fans could get behind. Now they might not like the 6-minute offensive droughts, but the hustle, the defense, all that, it's not going to happen. Not sexy enough, too old. But that would be my move. But I like the dude at Iowa State as well.
Yeah, no, that's a great. Kelvin Sampson would love to come back to the state where he was born and raised.
Oh yeah.
And part of that Lumbee tribe, and that's a great name. But no, you're right. That probably won't happen. No, Iowa State guy would be good. That's probably more the sensible choice.
Yeah,
I'll go with you on that. I think I like that one more than I like Billy Donovan. The whole Billy Donovan thing just doesn't make sense to me.
Brian, the older I've gotten, the more I don't like hiring the alum that the fan like. Because the breakups are so bad, and somehow we haven't seen one in Memphis yet with Penny Hardaway. I think the whole Ruffin McNeil thing really irked me, and his firing, not hiring him, which at the time I didn't know who he was, so I had no opinion on it. But getting to know the guy and the person he was, wanted him to be here forever. And so now, like when I see McNamara to Syracuse, I'm like, oh man, it's good right now, but how's it gonna work out? Same thing with Justin Gainey at NC State. I remember when East Carolina was looking for a coach and ended up with hiring Mike Schwartz. Justin Gainey was on the list just because of the Tennessee connections, and there was a thought that you bring in Gainey, you bring in his son from USC Upstate, and boom, you got a nice little start to which Gainey's son ended up transferring to Tennessee to play with Rick Barnes and Justin Gainey. But how about your thoughts on NC State getting one of their own once again? They tried it before with Sidney Lowe, did not quite work out.
And that's where Justin got his start coaching, was under Sidney Lowe. So that was interesting. And that was the first thought that I had is, so NC State goes from getting the guy they wanted, getting jilted, and then saying, nope, we want someone who's going to stick around a while. We've been down this road before with this. So, I'm rooting for Justin Gainey. Great guy. Interviewed him when he was there, when he was playing as a point guard, and seems like a great dude. Is he going to be the long-term fit for NC State? That I get the Sidney Lowe vibes as well. Just because he's a popular guy doesn't mean he's a great coach. He's never been a head coach is the problem. That's the one thing that's glaring to me. as he's been all around. He's been in the state. He's been at Elon, App State. He's been at big programs, Arizona, Tennessee, but he's never been a head coach.
Yeah.
I just wonder how that's going to go. But really now it's all about the NIL and the recruiting part of it. So can he do that? He's done it, and he's helped at Tennessee. Can he now run his own program? I think it's to be seen, but I like the hire. I just got those vibes that they want to go the other direction of getting jilted by Will Wade after 1 year. They wanted to go with somebody who'd stick around. Well, when you do that, sometimes that doesn't get you the results that you want.
Yeah, I really respected Coach Mack in his comments on Monday. He said he's a Will Wade guy. They have a mutual friend that they are both really close to, and said that despite that, Will Wade made a very scummy move, and he said he's defended him a lot, and he's not going to defend this latest chapter of the Will Wade book. And my thought is Will Wade just doesn't care if you think he's a scumbag. He wears it on his sleeve almost and embraces it. But what did you think of that odd chapter in NC State basketball the last year or so?
Sometimes when you what's the analogy we've always made in the past? You've got the nice wife, and then the supermodel rolls in, and you swing, you take your shot, and the supermodel dates you for a week and then dumps you for somebody else.
Yeah.
Kind of felt like what happened with Will Wade. Very Lane Kiffin-ish, of Will Wade. So it's good that those two guys are together now. But I thought they were living dangerously with Will Wade. I wasn't sure he was going to leave after a year, but they got what they wanted from him as far as a winning season. But then you also got what you get when you go with Will Wade.
Yeah,
you get a beating after 1 year. So no, not a fan of it at all. But I'm not surprised. That's what you get when you mess with that caliber of human being.
You lay with the dogs and get the fleas or something like that, Brian. You mentioned the teams in this Final Four, and I got a 90s feel. That was like my favorite time of my sports life, and because I didn't have anything else to care about really. But I was thinking about the Fab Five in the 90s with Michigan. Yep. Illinois, I don't know. I remember Kendall Gill and Lou Henson, and that might have been late 80s, whatever. But then you throw in UConn when Calhoun really had a role in Ray Allen era, and Arizona, last time they won a championship was Lute Olson, Miles Simon, all those guards, Jason Terry, Bibby. So it's a very 90s feel Final Four. You got your heavyweight matchup with Arizona and Michigan, and UConn, Illinois on the other side. I think the line for a number one seed to win the championship is like minus 250 or something, Brian. Do you think the winner of Michigan, Arizona wins it, or are you going to give the other side some credit?
I mean, the way UConn's got it rolling right now, and even Illinois is playing pretty well, so I give them a chance. Everything is just so with this day and age of basketball. It's just so interesting that how they're playing right now. I would go with it. I picked Arizona, so I'll stick with it.
Yeah.
But look, man. One game, you're playing these one and done games. Anything can happen. I expect really competitive games all around. I don't see any blowouts anywhere in this Final Four.
We've seen an exodus from ECU basketball that we expected, Brian. Nobody really complaining about that after the season they had. But I'm interested to see, what Mike Schwartz targets, what he brings in. His style hasn't worked. I wish he'd just bring in a bunch of guys that can shoot. And you know what? If we might get out rebounded, we might whatever. But let's jack them up and see what happens. Something different. But it is what it is now. You have to go to the portal, find some guys, and put them together. And then do you have any kind of hope that Mike Schwartz can do that for 26, 27?
So Mike Schwartz always comes up with some really good players, right? He's had really good players the last couple of years, individual players I'm talking. So finding some talent hasn't been his problem. It's finding all the complementary talent that goes with it. And so I don't know. It's ECU basketball. I don't know if you ever have a lot of hope for it.
That's a good point. Bad question by me.
Would they have fired him this year instead to pay him out? This feels like it just didn't want to pay the money this year, let him stay one more year. Not much is going to change. And then the next day I'll come in and probably not much is going to change. He'll have one good season here or there. Until somebody comes in with a different formula and philosophy and figures out a way to win, as Steve Logan used to say, win left-handed. When everybody else is playing one way, you've got to figure out a different way to do it with You're not going to get the star players. You're not going to get the big NIL guys. How do you find a different way to do it that no one else has figured out at this point?
Yeah, we need go back to the 45-second shot clock or something and just go 4 corners. We got to do something totally different than everybody else is trying.
Right. And everybody's got their own philosophy on how they're going to do it, but somebody's got to come in and execute it, and they just got to make East Carolina a place people just want to go have fun and play, right? I think that's the thing. Even if you had a ton of NIL money, how many guys you're going to get that just want to come to this place and play? You've got to figure out a way to make it an attractive place outside of just paying money.
That's a good point. Brian North joining us. Turner home team live line. Got Pirate baseball home. Winners over Charlotte yesterday. Really needed a good week, Brian, coming off 2 walk-offs last week. Devastating against Duke and UTSA. But the Pirates have won a couple of games and got a couple more against Charlotte before facing Duke once again next week. So keeping an eye on that. Also was out at ECU football this week a couple times talking to Blake Harrell, and really nothing on the quarterback front as of right now, but Blake Harrell, speaking of the portal, learning his new team and then trying to make sure they are a part of the culture he has built, which has been solid defense, some pretty good offense, but winning. And that's something Blake Harrell's been able to do and hopes to continue here.
Yeah, looking at their schedule real quick, outside of that Alabama opener, this is a real winnable schedule this year. If they can figure out, I'm getting that vibes from a couple of years ago with the quarterback situation before with Garcia and Hauser. And this would be interesting to see who they go with, because I'm hearing that the Mitch is looking better.
That seems to be, hearing the same, Brian.
But everybody thinks the Florida guy's going to be the guy, and that was the deal with Hauser and Garcia coming in. So I'm curious to how all that works out. But no, they've got a winnable schedule this year, and offensively, I'm curious to what they're going to do. That's going to be the big storyline going in is different quarterback, different offensive coordinator, different running backs. So offensively, what do they look like this year? That'll be the big thing I'll be looking at.
Brian North joining us. Brian, I said if the Hornets got back to 500, above 500, I would purchase FanDuel Sports TV or whatever. So I've done that and was watching the game last night, and Eric Collins at the top of the broadcast said the most wonderful time of the year, April, and the NBA. And I'm like, no, this has been a depressing time for most of my life with the NBA Hornets, but not this year. Con Knipple has been amazing, leading the NBA in three-point shooting. LaMelo Ball is not my favorite player to watch basketball because he plays so awkwardly and like I've never seen before, but damn if it don't work. And Brandon Miller is as smooth as he gets. Love watching him play ball. And the Hornets will be in the postseason. It's a matter of how far they can go out of that play-in. I was texting with huge Hornets fan, Jake Hunter, earlier this week, a member of the Minnesota Twins, and he said, the Hornets are the best barely above 500 team in NBA history. And I think he's right, because if you play by halves, and I mean, there'd be like a 3 seed in the East, Brian, the way they've played since the start of the season.
Yeah, it's been great. Now, Kobe White, the Goldsboro.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And he's playing really well coming off the bench for them. So, no, this has been and I go back. We just said about ECU basketball. You have to have a reason to watch, and this team is entertaining to watch. It's been a long time since I've said that about Hornet basketball. So, you're right. LaMelo Ball is quirky. Seems like he sometimes just doesn't care. But dang, sometimes the stuff he does, you're like, holy moly.
I really hope that's not what the future of basketball looks like, because it is tough to watch sometimes, Brian. But damn, like he makes it work, man. One leg, wrong way, whatever he's doing.
It's like that and one stuff.
Yeah, it is. Except they had better form on their shots than Melo does. But again, it works.
Yeah.
But to have Hornets and Canes postseason, that's something you can add to the sportscast. You and Luke, maybe some games you can go to.
Yeah, throw in the Panthers made the playoffs too now, so calendar year, 3 of them making the playoffs now. Doesn't happen a whole lot. So no, it's good, and it's good to have the Hornets play well. And look, the play-in tournament, you can be one and done quickly on that one. So, but I would like to see them have some success. And then on it, look, the Canes got it going on now. They're having a really good season quietly, and now it's just a matter of can they get past the Eastern Finals.
I'm trying not to be greedy. My hope is, and the Hornets are 8th right now, stay 8th or 7th. You'll guarantee at least one home game in the playoffs. If they win that 7-8 game, play-in game, they're in. So they're in the playoffs. If they lose that, they would at least get to host the 9-10 winner. So I want one playoff game in the Hive. I'm not being greedy. I think they can do a lot more than that this year, but that's my hope. North, good stuff. Enjoyed it. Beautiful day today. Hopefully a nice weekend. You got any work duties, or are you chilling?
No, I had to take today off because daycare and schools are all out, and so apparently we're not allowed to leave kids at home by themselves when they're 5 and 7.
Yeah,
take today off.
Come on.
Today, and then we got a big Easter egg hunt at the homestead tomorrow, so we're trying to get everything spiffied up for that. Then we got actual Easter Sunday, and then good weekend on tap.
Sounds good, North. Appreciate you joining us. We will catch up with you next week.
All right, sounds good, Clipper.
And Brian North joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Jared, you enjoy Easter egg hunts during your day?
Yeah, man.
How about dyeing eggs?
Nah, we don't never do that.
I used to like the idea of it, but I felt like they all kind of looked the same at the end. Like it was,
yeah.
I had big ideas on what my egg would look like.
With the price of eggs, we can't just be using them for willy-nilly activities like that.
Very good point. Let's take a break. When we return, Tony Dunn joins us. C3 Panthers podcast. Got that. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and spare change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest, April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Hey, Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
When it comes to building or remodeling your
your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry Steakhouse.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you on. What's going on, guys? This is Inky Johnson. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gately Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Still got Morgan Ahlers, A-Harp, and comments from Blake Harrell on our New Blue Pirate Report. Brock Spalding, Ryan Rosenborough as well, as they had their first scrimmage today at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. So we'll talk a lot of Pirate football coming up in our final hour. We'll talk some NFL right now. Tony Dunn joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. What's up, Tony?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, doing good. I saw this, a list of best and worst team names in sports through the Big Four, NHL, MLB, NBA, NFL. There are 4 NFL teams on the top 10 list for worst names in sports. This is subjective.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree with 2 of them. Would you like to take any guesses on the worst NFL team nicknames?
Commanders.
Commanders is on the list, but not the worst in the NFL.
Bengals?
No.
Jaguars?
No. Those are cool.
Chiefs?
Browns.
Browns. Oh, yeah.
It's a color. It's named after a dude. It's a, Browns.
Yeah.
Terrible name. The others on the list, I don't agree with this. The Houston Texans.
Yeah. I think
it's fine. I like the Texans means more to me than Eagles or Bears, or Jaguars or even Panthers. The other one on the list I've never thought of, and I disagreed with it until I started thinking about it.
Seahawks.
Buffalo Bills. I guess because in my brain I've always thought a bill was a buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look at them Bills out there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the Buffalo Bills are named after famous Western frontiersman Buffalo Bill Cody.
Yeah.
And that's where they got the name from. But their logo is a buffalo.
Kind of a play on word, Buffalo Bill.
That might be the best name.
Yeah.
But they're named after a guy that killed their logo. Right?
He was, yeah. I mean, he was like like part of a systematic destruction of a species almost.
I've never thought about though what is a bill before today.
I just thought it was like bison.
Right, I did too.
Yeah.
So Buffalo Bills are on the list.
He worked hard to make that logo about the city of Buffalo rather than the animal, the buffalo.
Yeah. Washington coming out with some uniforms on the 15th. I think they're going to just be the burgundy version of the ones they came out with this last year that look like they did when they were the Redskins. But unfortunately, they're going to keep the dumb name, Commanders. Terrible name, awful name. But last week when I was driving through D.C., I found the local sports talk station, and they were talking about the uniforms, and the guys up there were talking about the dumb W that we use. Totally agree. It's just our logo is a letter.
Yeah.
Like we have nothing.
At least it's not a helmet.
I guess. But yeah, it is what it is with the Washington Commanders at this point, which is why we need to have good play on the field, which is why we need a healthy Jaden Daniels. So when Jaden Daniels was a rookie, the backup there was Marcus Mariota, a veteran. When RG3 was a rookie, the backup was another rookie, Kirk Cousins. That's a way to go about it. Tony, who was the veteran, or did you have one when Cam was drafted in 2011?
I think it was Derek Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay. So a veteran. And I bring
Jimmy Clausen.
Yeah. I bring this up because, of course, the Raiders are going to draft Fernando Mendoza and have Kirk Cousins as their veteran. Kirk Cousins better than all of the other options we said as backups for those other teams, right?
Yeah.
A guy that can start. And do you think possibly will start, Jared?
I think yes, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't.
Who was the veteran with Bryce, Tony?
That would have been Andy Dalton.
And did Bryce start day one?
Yes.
Okay. So everybody we've talked about started day one. And I don't know, Mendoza. Again, none of those teams had the luxury to start a Kirk Cousins, though. So
I think it's just such a team that's drafted first just has this like impulse to not only draft that quarterback but to get them going immediately. And I think that hopefully they can look at some of the development of these quarterbacks in the last few years and maybe resist that if you're the Raiders, because I mean the Panthers ideally if they could have run it back, I think you keep Sam Darnold around for another year and you let Bryce, sit there until the moment is not right, but maybe an injury happens or maybe a whole year or something to that effect, and you don't put these guys in such a pressure pinch that then when they don't look good, it creates all of this talk and uncertainty, and then that uncertainty has a way of working its way into the building. Because these GMs and the coaches and the players, they can't help but hear, and it has an impact on the way they view things.
Yeah, there's more than one way to do it. I think about from a Panther standpoint, and he wasn't a rookie, Tony, but I still remember the game where Rodney Pete's the starter, and I do not remember if it was injury or just him struggling. But Jake Delhomme comes in and immediately wins over the fans. They win that game and starts for the next whatever many years. Tom Brady, which was not a first overall pick or a first round pick or a first 5-round pick, but he comes in due to injury. They let Patrick Mahomes sit behind Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Before he started. So, and then you've got guys like Cam who had 400 passing yards or something his first game. So
yeah, but we didn't win a lot of games that year.
Right.
Cam too could just do so many different things. He wasn't going to go in. But those are kind of unicorns. Some of these guys.
Yeah, but if Fernando's ready, why not play him?
Yeah, he's already learning the offense.
I think he's going to be play. I don't know. I like the idea of Cousins starting and maybe winning a game or two, and then having that 2 interception game, and then the fans are really ready for Fernando and are going to back him up no matter what.
I think you got to see how the schedule lays out, because I mean, if you got some cupcakes first 4 weeks, let's throw Fernando out there. Let him go ahead and get some in-game experience against the Jets or something. But I mean, if it's Broncos, Chiefs,
that's true.
Seahawks, let's throw out Kirk.
I'd like to just take a moment to celebrate Kirk Cousins and just the amount of money that dude's made in the NFL.
It's incredible.
3rd all time.
We helped out with that sum with the
tag
a couple of years, but did not give him that big money deal like the Vikings and Falcons.
Yeah.
And now the Raiders are paying them. They can't be paying them that much, but
a lot of the money's coming from Atlanta on this new contract.
Some ways paying the tags though does give them a ton of money. You know, I mean, it's like they become. It's just short term, and then you get it twice, and it goes the second time they give you even more. He's just gotten guaranteed money throughout his entire career.
I wish I had that list in front of me, Tony. I saw a list of most hated players by NFL teams, fans. And for Washington, it was Kirk Cousins, which I don't understand at all. I don't hate Kirk Cousins at all. I don't know why Washington fans would hate Kirk Cousins. I mean, was it his play on the field? I mean, he got us to the playoffs once. He was pretty good. He, like any quarterback, made some bonehead plays. One game, which we ended up winning, but I'll never forget, we needed to win to get to the playoffs. We're playing a bad Eagles team, and right before the half, instead of spiking the ball, he takes a knee. He had a complete brain fart meltdown, and then it runs to halftime, and everybody's like, what the hell are you doing, dude? But as far as being hateable, I don't hate Kirk Cousins. And Tony, this was a list of guys that played for your team or guys that killed your team, like a Mike Vick for you or somebody. So who would be like Panthers fans' most hated NFL player? Does anybody come to mind for you? It could be a Panther, or it could be a guy that tortured you.
Yeah, Mike Vick was definitely up there for a long time, and then it became just a series of offensive linemen from Iron Bell to Matt Khalil, and then it's, I guess, every crappy quarterback we had when Cam was hurt or right after Cam. Oh, you know what? I would say this is it would be Matt Rule.
Oh, yeah. Well, not a player, but yeah.
Drew Brees. I feel like you got the Drew Brees.
Well, Brees, Matt Ryan, y'all went through some tough QB, and then a little bit of Brady, but I don't know. That probably didn't matter when he was with the Bucs that much. But
Julio is up there.
Yeah. He ended one guy's career. Who was that? Cabden? Or whose career did he end?
Oh, it was Ben Wickery.
Ben Wickery, yeah. They torched him for like 300 yards one game.
That was, Ron Rivera's fault.
Tony, retirement today, Stephon Gilmore.
Former Panther.
And man, he's old because he was going one-on-one with Lance Lewis in Charlotte when South Carolina played East Carolina in 2011. But 35-year-old Stephon Gilmore announced his retirement. Known for the Patriots, drafted by the Bills, but played how many years with the Panthers, Tony?
I think it was 1.5.
Let's see, 2021. Okay, yeah.
He was known for, I read that Kyle Pitts said that Stephon Gilmore was his welcome to the NFL moment when he ran his route for him.
Yeah.
An interception to seal the game. And I think he had another big interception against his former team, the Patriots, when they came to Carolina.
Tony, anything you're following right now with the Panthers? This is a bit of a quiet before the draft storm, I guess.
Right now, I mean, they just announced the schedule for the OTAs, which is organized team activities. I always thought it was official team activities. I thought it was optional team activities.
Off-season team activities?
Yeah, off-season. But you have the voluntary one starts April 20th, May 26th. They get to do like some walkthrough stuff. And then in June, they'll meet, I guess, their draft picks and have maybe I think they put on some pads but don't have any contact, and then come back at the end of July for training camp, and we're also in the Hall of Fame game. So like those are, just wait for the draft, and every year, just this period just gets more fatiguing and disinteresting.
Latest mock from Kuiper and company on ESPN. Panthers getting. Can I interest you? Oh, I don't know if Tony's going to like this. He at one point Tony liked the gadget guys, kind of, but how about a tackle / guard from Utah, Spencer Fano says he can play all 5 spots. Tony, I know in the past you've liked the versatility, but then you've had some. Hey, can we just get a specialized guy? So how about a guy that can play different offensive line positions?
Well, I guess that's a benefit for the offensive line for when you're an offensive lineman, right? Because if you're just limited, such like this is the position I've always played, and this is really what I'm not really good enough to do anything else. In the NFL, it's such a different monster, and you might be the baddest dude on the field for the last 20 years, but now everybody's a bad dude, a bad man out there, and so. I mean, the Panthers could use versatility on the line, and I'm open to that.
You were anti the tweener linebacker safety deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, but when I hear somebody say they can play all these positions, I mean, let's just play one right now and be good at it. So there's so much risk in every draft pick. So you just hope that they play one good position while they're wearing your uniform.
We are behind a break, so we need to take a break. Tony, we will talk to you next week. Folks can check out the Panther C3 podcast throughout this offseason.
All right, man. You guys have a great weekend.
See you, Tony.
Tony Dunn joining us. When we return, baseball lineup. J-Bone heading out to Clark LeClaire shortly. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College.
Register now. University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Attention, Eastern Carolina. 360 Golf Carts just received a massive delivery of 40 new golf carts, and they're going fast. Right now, owner Brian Harris is celebrating with a special sale event, giving you the chance to upgrade and save big on your next ride. But hurry, with 40 carts and the best prices, they won't last long. 360 Golf Carts on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. Proud part of Pirates supporting Pirates.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is CJ Mayhew, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. They have one of the biggest used car inventories in eastern North Carolina. You can shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Pirate Baseball winners against Charlotte last night, back at it again today. We've got a lineup, and Jarrett's going to like it because Davin Whitaker is in it and hitting second, playing right field. Braden Burse, of course, your leadoff at second base. Grady Linehan hitting third. Jack Herring is your DH today. We'll give him a break in the field for robbing a home run. He'll be DHing, hitting cleanup. Colby Wallace hitting fifth at third base. Jeff Saviter will be in left. Austin Irby moving up one spot, hitting seventh at first base. Walker Barron is your catcher, hitting eighth. Matt Lashley playing short, batting ninth, and it is Ethan Norby Friday. Had a great performance on the road last week. Now will be pitching in front of the home crowd tonight.
Yeah, interesting to see Sabiter out and left. That's really the only change in this lineup. He's, not been impressive, but he's played well in his time on the field. So looking forward to see him at bat and in left field. Hope for another run rule tonight.
Pirates looking to keep it rolling. All right,
quick pitching duel. Either way.
All right, something quick. We get it. Jarrett, we'll see you out at the ballpark.
See you there.
No, you won't. I did the Royal We.
Yeah.
Were you doing that as well?
Yeah, I'll see the Royal You there.
For folks that see you at the ballpark, can they come up to you? Can they say, hey, J-Bone? Can they shake your hand?
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. For single women out there, are you okay?
Yeah.
You have a lady in your life right now?
No.
You're single?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ready to mingle.
Any other questions? Are you? No, we'll just let you get it.
No, we get it. People can come up to me.
Jared Watkins.
You did that to me, man.
Jared Watkins, we'll say goodbye to you. We'll say hello to Morgan Ahlers, Alex Harper, and our New Blue Pirate Report when we return. Blake Harrell, Brock Spalding, Ryan Rosenborough. We'll hear those comments from those gentlemen when we return. Hour 3, we'll talk Pirate football after this.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You would do anything to keep your family safe, so don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. To PRL. What in the world is going on over there? The phone keeps ringing. Cliff just, okay. Back to you, Cliff.
What is Nick doing?
I told Nick to pick up the phone, but the lines keep alternating and ringing. So every time he picks up one, the other starts ringing.
Yeah, phone ringing. Every time I hear that phone, it's ringing. Alex Harper.
What's up, man?
What's up, A-Harp?
Hey, J-Mo's not here anymore. So, Nick, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You came to Nick's defense the other day.
I did, dude. Yeah. I was on the way home from work, and I'm like, I want to see what the boys at PRL are talking about. And literally cut it to the station, and it is mid just slamming on Nick.
Slamming on Nick.
Everybody.
Should we turn on Makai, you think?
No, Makai's cool.
All right.
He's chill.
Fine.
He stays in his own lane.
Morgan just texted me, answered, and no one was there. Tried to call back, didn't go through. Do we have him now?
No, because every time we pick up, the line keeps going dead. So we're trying to figure that out right now.
Very strange. Very strange. Alex, we got a ton of audio to get to from today, so that's exciting. Before we get there and hear from Blake Harrell, we saw Blake Harrell yesterday at the second Pirate Radio 3-point contest.
Sure did.
And A-Harp was our champion year one. We've put out a promo video, have not put out the contest yet, so no spoilers, but overall, how did you think yesterday went?
It was a really fun time.
Yeah.
Really good to see Coach Harrell again. Love that guy. Have a lot of respect for him. And good to see Sam Danka again.
Yeah.
Great dude. Nah, yesterday was really fun.
Sam came in late, dropped a 3, and said, I'm ready to go.
My fiance, Addison.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She was there just for moral support. She also had the day off. And Sam was late, and he comes in, and she's like, have I met Sam Dankin before? I'm like, I don't know. I think he was a comm student, so you probably should have, but I don't know. He walks in, stretching, like arm swinging. He's like, my fault, my bad. Puts up one shot and drills it, and Addison's like, the rest of y'all are so cooked.
Yep,
the rest of y'all are done.
We're in trouble. And were we in trouble? We'll find out when we release that video. We do have Morgan Ahlers now joining us as technology has advanced, but we still have issues from time to time. But he is here on the Turner Home Team Live Line. What's up, Morgan?
What's going on, Clipper? It's Friday. It's Easter weekend. A lot of stuff happening in the world of sports. What you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how many three-pointers you would make if you had 20 attempts around the horn. We had 5 different stations, both corners, both wings, top of the key. If we gave you 20 shots, how many would you make?
How long would I have to practice?
15 minutes.
Probably right now, probably 4 or 5.
Okay, that's respectable, and I appreciate your honesty. Instead of saying 17 or something.
In the day, maybe about 12, 13.
Were you a stretch big man? Because that was not a thing much back when you played.
I was get in your face, try to bang you around, and slap you around, and make you mad at me, and make you throw a fish, get a technical foul.
You were Bill Lane Beer?
Yeah.
Coach Ahlers was a locker room guy, sneaky athletic.
I mean, I enjoyed that. I was the 10 points, 8 or 9 rebounds, going to get
4 fouls.
5 good fouls. Yeah, that was me.
All right, let's get our new Blue Pirate report, and we'll get commentary from Morgan Ahlers and Alex Harper. Shirley, let's hear what Blake Harrell had to say about the QBs. Cut 3. What has impressed you about the new quarterbacks?
I really enjoyed all those quarterbacks, and even Trey, the freshman. But Emery and Mitch both, they have a confidence to them. They throw the football well. They're not out there for the first time. They're not rookies. They know how to run the offense and get things set up. I think too, like you put yourself in a game day situation. You get all players healthy and the whole entire offense. I think we got 9 guys out on that side of the ball that could be out there with the ones right now. could help those guys out as well, so it doesn't put so much on their shoulders. But I think they're doing a great job making some throws down the field. And you're talking about a lot of new faces on offense, not as many on defense. So defense may be a little bit ahead right there. But I think both quarterbacks are doing a really good job running the offense.
All right, there is Blake Harrell. I like going into last year. We knew we had a guy in Caden Hauser. Now we're back to a good old offseason quarterback battle, which that's fun to follow as well. Had all those years with Holton Ahlers. Then we had a rough year at QB. And then Hauser and Jake Garcia came in. They battled. Garcia won. Hauser eventually took over. Morgan, now, Blake Harrell's not going to give us too much when it comes to that quarterback battle. We've still got months to go before a starter is announced, I would assume. But hearing some good things about Mitch Griffiths at the quarterback position right now. You heard anything or have any thoughts on this particular quarterback battle?
I haven't heard really anything per se. I talking to Holton a little bit, he's got a chance to meet both of those guys and he likes both of them. He did say that he thought that watching the film, he thought that, Mitch Griffiths had obviously a lot more experience at quarterback. Yeah. I think that's going to carry into spring football and into the fall. And I think Emory Williams is coming out with a chip on his shoulder. He's got a lot to prove. He thought last year, going into the season before they had the transfer come in from Georgia, that he had a good shot at leading Miami. And then, with the way the world is now with the NIL, they bring in the quarterback and big-eyed quarterback. I can't remember his name.
Well, they go Cam Ward and then Carson Beck, back-to-back years.
Carson Beck, that's the guy I'm thinking about. I lost his name for a minute. I called him the big-eye quarterback. He always had big eyes. But, and he didn't get a shot at it. So he's got a lot to prove. And I think we're in a good position from a quarterback standpoint for the Pirates. And I think this battle is going to go into the fall.
Alex, the pros and cons to both situations. With the battle, you hear it just raises the game of everybody, right? When they're battling each other. With the incumbent starter, you kind of get to go from day one, and then the offense doesn't really miss a beat. So what's your take on a quarterback battle in general, and then also this particular one?
Well, I will say that I believe that it would probably go into the fall as a quarterback battle. Now, internally, will it be a quarterback battle coming out of the spring? Who knows?
Right.
Maybe they make a decision and say, it's going to be one of the other, Griffiths or Williams, and leading the summer workouts, that kind of thing. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but I think that it will go into the fall, and I think probably by week 2 you'll have a starter named or a starter internally named, and
right,
he'll be the guy that the Pirates tee up with when we take on Alabama.
Just from experience being in the locker room, I feel like this is one of those things. Obviously, I haven't been to a practice. I haven't been out there. I'm not on the team anymore. But this is one of those situations when you don't have a designated starter, you're looking at this battle, obviously, from spring all the way until the fall. And I have a feeling a lot of the times you kind of have an idea roughly of who your starter is going to be. But I do think this is going to be a thing. I don't think we'll know until the week of that we go down to Tuscaloosa.
There was one battle that wasn't really a battle, Morgan, and you were able to announce the starter instead of a coach one year. It was Dominique Davis. We all knew he was going to start, but they didn't announce that, and I think fans didn't officially know until you announced him week 1, first game, if I recall.
Yeah, well, actually, if you remember that game, I didn't announce him.
Oh, okay.
I said starting at quarterback. Didn't say a word.
Why not?
To the running back. Because they told me not to announce who the starter was.
Oh, not even Morgan could announce it.
I knew who the starter was, but they said literally, this is what I remember that. They said,
wow,
Dominic's going to be the starter, but we do not want you to announce it on the PA.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So I said, so what do you want me to do? He said, well, just skip it. I said, no, I got it. I said, I think I said starting at right guard. I can't remember who it was. And starting at quarterback for the Pirates, starting at running back, number 12 or whatever it was.
Dang, so you didn't even hit him with an or name 2 quarterbacks. You just said nothing.
So that would have been Ruff's first game. And I wonder if him and Riley, that's being a little too overprotective there. That's a little crazy.
At that point, you're 20 minutes out. They're not going to make big, huge games.
Yeah, right.
That was some gamesmanship that went on that year. Yeah, I didn't announce him.
That's crazy. And Dominique, a great quarterback here, and that led into another battle, Rio versus Shane Carden. And Rio won the battle for a week, Morgan, and then we found a Hall of Fame quarterback behind Rio Johnson and Shane Carter.
Yeah, that was. I think Shane came in the South Carolina game.
Yep.
What is the second quarter of the South Carolina game, and the rest is Pirate history.
There you go.
And, you just never know about these things.
All right, Shirley, let's go cut 4. How important is it for new guys to make mistakes now rather than in the fall?
Yeah, a lot of times when you go through a game, even when you win a game, those mistakes don't stand out as much as when you lose a game. So in practice, making those mistakes, you want that to happen, or you want the other side of the ball or competition to put that pressure on each other so those mistakes happen, and we can see how we need to improve, where we need to improve, and how we can get better. So excited about that, and excited that we have good competition out here. I think not only do we have good competition between offense and defense, we have good competition within position rooms. I look at that corner room. The corner room is maybe as deep and a bunch of guys in there that can play on game day than it ever has been. Now we just got to figure out who is, the top 2 guys going to walk out there first, and we can count on when it comes crunch time.
Morgan, we know some of the parts on this team, and we'll hear from them later. Ryan Rosenborough and Brock Spalding, one on each side of the ball. But I can't think of a team I've known less about that I'm more confident in than this 2026 ECU football team, and it's because of Blake Harrell. Why doubt him at this point? He's coached 1.5 years, and he's won, and he's 2-0 in bowl games, and for that reason, I have a lot of confidence in a team that I don't know a ton about.
Yeah, he's done such a good job, but I think he's done a good job navigating the team itself and being able to put the pieces together and building that chemistry. What I think he and his staff have done an excellent job with is navigating the NIL world, bringing in the right pieces at the right time to fill in the right places. Because you can bring in guys, and I think you saw that the down year the Pirates had when Coach Houston was here. They brought in some guys that just didn't necessarily fit the system, fit the culture, and I think it's hard to do that. And then Coach Harrell, with his personality and his demeanor and how he runs things, he's bringing in guys that are all like-minded and very similar-minded, and I think everybody's bought into that, and realizing that if you're not like that, you're probably not going to be here very long. And that's, in today's world, that's just such a huge deal, and Coach Harrell and his staff have done an excellent job of navigating that and bringing in the guys that can go out there and make an immediate impact. And saw it last year defensively. Boy, they really lit it up, and a lot of those guys were new pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah, and that makes you feel good, Alex, that, hey, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, new quarterback, a lot of newness, but guy at the top stays the same, and it gives you at least some sense of confidence.
100%. When you have a head coach that has shown that he's as qualified as he is, like Blake Harrell, a guy that not is just a good football coach and knows his side of the ball when he was a D coordinator, but has established that he can run a program very well. Everything else, just you get a confidence that everything else will fall into place.
Morgan Ahlers joining us. More ECU football with A-Harp coming up the rest of this hour. Morgan, before we let you go, NC State's got their guy in basketball. They're going back to the family with Justin Gainey. North Carolina likely looking outside the family for the first time in forever, and it will not be Tommy Lloyd from Arizona. He signs an extension with the Wildcats today. So North Carolina, just now a few days before the portal opens, still needs a head coach.
Good luck to them.
I mean, they got to be feeling a little nervous at this point, I would think.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of surprising that it's taken this long, but other than that, is it going to be the Michigan coach?
Right. I'm wondering if it's a guy still coaching. If not, why have they not already made this move? I hear a lot of Billy Donovan or Tommy Lloyd, and I don't know what the plan is.
I think that if you're North Carolina, you either have a plan in place and have somebody that once the tournament ends, you're going to bring in, or you're really struggling to find something. But North Carolina, we know about it around here. They call it a blue blood program. They're one of the traditional powerhouse programs in college basketball, have been for years. That's a premium job. There's maybe 10 premium jobs in America. That's one of them. Not saying Michigan's not. Michigan, obviously playing this year in the Final Four, playing for a national championship. But realistically, how many consecutive years can you go out there and recruit at Michigan at a high level and sustain that success? In North Carolina, you had that ability.
I don't know. I think
things, and
it might be a changing of the guard situation with the Big Ten and SEC kind of overtaking sports, and we're seeing that with Michigan, Illinois in the Final Four, with Indiana winning a college football championship. I don't know if North Carolina still has the same name cachet that they have had before this new world of college athletics, but we shall see.
The key word, right? You just said the key word right there, cachet. They've got the cachet to play.
Cachet to play.
To bring in people.
Yeah. All right, Morgan, you working this Easter weekend or chilling or both?
Actually, tonight playing at AJ did a wedding yesterday, which was kind of fun, a Thursday wedding, and playing at AJ McMurphy's tonight at 8:30, and then got a wedding tomorrow, off Sunday, and we kick it back off again next week.
All right, Morgan, appreciate it, man. We'll check in with you next week.
Thanks a lot, guys. You have a great weekend. Happy Easter.
See you, Coach. Captain Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I got more ECU football to talk about. We'll get A-Harp's thoughts on where the Canes are with 6 games left to go in the regular season, and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
Plan your spring getaway to the Crystal Coast with exclusive savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Save 15% with our Beaufort Spring Getaway, available through May 31st. Explore Cape Lookout's beautiful beaches and the wild horses of Shackelford Banks. Enjoy waterfront dining at the award-winning 34 Degrees North restaurant. With no advance deposit and free cancellation up to 48 hours before arrival, planning is easy. Book now at BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fort and Greenville Boulevard, and of course on Railroad Street in Winterville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. As a hat guy, I tip my cap to A-Harp today for the Durham Bulls Rays-ish logo. Very cool.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet. Picked it up at the DBAP when I watched ECU put a beat down on the Tar Heels.
Just saw Pirate Radio put our first photo out at Clark LeClaire. A lot of clouds in the sky, but hopefully the game will be played as scheduled, East Carolina and Charlotte. All right, one more seg with A-Harp. Let me ask you that. So we got a lot of guys. A lot of you guys are divas, you athletes.
Sure.
Would you be offended if I were to bring on another long snapper for an interview on Pirate Radio?
Who is he?
Okay, so it depends on who it could be. So he's been to the last 2 sports trivias that I've hosted and played with Chon and the guys. Robert Hill would be.
Oh, yeah. Robert, that'd be a great interview.
Okay. I know. I want to interview him because he's been to Tulsa, Georgia,
like Nevada.
Nevada.
So he was at Georgia, Tulsa, Nevada, Pitt, and East Carolina.
Yes. How? I don't know. But that's why I want to interview him.
By the way, not on scholarship at any of those places.
Man.
Brother was just making tracks around the globe.
He is,
for the love of the game,
the poster child for the transfer portal, but not for NIL.
Yeah, but should have been, though. But at another place, so at another one, he was also at Louisiana Lafayette, Raging Cajuns Sun Belt Conference Championship.
So we will, I've been talking to him. We're going to get him on at some point to talk about his journey.
Yeah, that'd be a great interview. I know Rob Hill personally. He's a great guy. Great story. That'd be an awesome interview.
Jamie's requesting we interview Chandler Honeycutt, former long snapper. One-on-one with Chan Man.
Does he even do the show anymore? Where has he been?
Salesman.
Well, talking about you grew up here a little bit. Talk about the transition over to East Carolina. Talk about the recruiting process. So talk about the recruiting process. Talk about maybe some of the camps you went to. So talk about those camps. Talking about
I love the laugh.
Talk about a little bit.
So Chandler,
that whole interview was awkward for me because I hadn't started interning at Pirate Radio yet. I didn't know you guys. I was literally fans because I grew up listening to you when I was younger, and then there was a rough football season and y'all requested to interview me.
Yeah.
I knew the whole thing was a bit.
Well, yes and no.
It was a bit. I'm self-aware. Literally, I went to the media and nobody else asked me a question.
Now you were there because of us. I guess. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Probably embarrassing.
I thought
we just wanted you for a one-on-one.
I thought it was awesome. I was like, this is sweet. How many people get interviewed for anything in their life? But I was also aware, this is a bit. But I'm going to enjoy this for what it is.
And look where you are now, because we had your best interest in mind, Alex. Just want to throw that out there. Hey, you know why Chandler wasn't at the three-point contest yesterday?
Why?
Because salesman duties. You know what he was doing? golfing. That's the sale. I promise. That's the sales life.
Like making a sale, or he just was just.
It was one of those for a good cause and deal. So I'm not poo pooing it, but I'm saying that's where he has advanced to now.
Do we have a Pirate Radio major? Me, you, Chon, and Mark.
What, golf?
9 holes.
I will certainly be glad to announce it. I won't participate.
Dude, purple jacket.
That would be cool.
It'd be sweet.
If we do it on a par 3 course, I'll participate.
Why? Come on, dude.
I can't. I don't understand. I don't know what club. I don't know. But yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I think it'd be
for the
really
future.
fun.
All right. Did A-Harp lose the 3-point contest, so now he wants redemption in golf? Maybe. Find out when we release the tape. Release the tapes. We got to let you run, so let's just do this. We talked to Nick a little bit earlier about the Canes. How are you feeling right now? 6 games left to go.
Concernedly excited.
Is concernedly a word?
No, it is not. I made it up on the spot.
Right.
Clinched the playoff spot yesterday, I believe. 8th year in a row. Rod Brendamore is a perfect 8 for 8 on making the postseason. But with 6 games to go, we're 2 points ahead of Buffalo and Tampa. And I think we need to step on the gas and sprint through the finish line because home ice advantage in the playoffs is crucial, especially if you have seen the last couple of tough road games the Canes have had, particularly in Montreal. We didn't handle the road crowd very well. So finish through, get the first seed, get home ice, and we'll talk about the playoffs when we get there.
A-Harp, thanks for joining us, man. We will let you run.
It's been a long time since I've been here.
I know.
It's been like 3 weeks. I was looking forward to being here. This is fun. Always appreciate you guys and look forward to this every week.
Shirley, let's keep it right here and get our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Pirate Radio Rewind. Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village, your go-to for exceptional wines and gourmet olive oils. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are ready to help you find the perfect fit. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram for fun upcoming events such as monthly wine tastings, along with trivia every Thursday. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour. That sounds like a great place for you and the new fiance Addison to hang out.
Sure is. I need to stop by there.
Stop by there. Shirley, awesome interview with Anthony Atkinson this week. Really enjoy, and thank you for setting that up. You're a Barton Bulldog, and you got a Bulldog legend on the show, a March Madness hero. And we talked about his epic finish to the 2007 National Championship, D2 National Championship. Here's myself and Anthony Atkinson.
All you heard was everybody say, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. But, being that I was a senior, being a point guard and being a leader of the floor, my first instinct was the clock. So I looked at the clock and the clock said like maybe 2.6, somewhere around there. And so what people don't understand is the games before that, I had made game-winning shots and game-winning drives down the floor with time running down. So I figured once I caught the ball, like it's 2.6 around there area. So I was like, I think I can get to the rim. And I said, if I don't, the worst thing we could do is go to overtime. But I caught it, and I just went off instinct. I looked at the clock, and I got there. And if you see it, I was going so fast, I actually thought I missed it. Because when I laid up, I looked back at it like that because I thought I had missed it. And then when I saw it go through the net, it was just pandemonium and craziness everywhere.
What a moment. And I asked him, too, check out that interview on Pirate Radio TV if you haven't seen it. Asked him about Ian Eagle and Dan Bonner being on the call, and does that add to it? And he said, absolutely. He said he remembered years afterwards hearing Ian Eagle in the NCAA D1 tournament and saying, wait a minute, that's the guy that called my shot. And then he said, and I need to find this, CBS had Ian Eagle break down the final sequence of plays in that Barton championship. So I need to find that video as well. Anthony was an awesome guest, and check out that interview, Pirate Radio TV. And of course, we love talking to the great Coach O. And Coach O talked about Ethan Norby's performance against UTSA.
Sharp. Really sharp, and we've all been waiting to see that, but none more so than Ethan himself. And that was phenomenal, that outing. But that's what we saw almost on each outing every year, so we expected. Well, that's not going to happen Pitchers are going to have times in the year where they just don't have their best stuff. You know, you've probably heard me say before that a pitcher's going to have his best stuff 20% of the time, his worst 20% of the time, and the 60 in between is what defines how good that pitcher really is.
Gary Overton had a great appearance on Pirate Radio Live on Thursday, and good to talk ECU baseball, as always, with Coach O. That's our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Pirate Radio Rewind. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram. Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. We'll take a break, come back, and get more of our New Blue Pirate Report. We'll hear from Pirate receiver Brock Spalding and also Ryan Rosenborough from the defensive side of the ball as we roll on a Friday Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I'd like for you to join me at the 3rd annual First Step 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run on Saturday, April 4th, on the beautiful grounds of Haven at Blue Creek in Grimesland. This special morning brings our community together to support women taking brave steps towards recovery. All proceeds benefit Haven at Blue Creek, a women's rehabilitation center providing a safe, nurturing environment for women overcoming addiction. As a former resident, I know firsthand how powerful your support can be. Register today on Run Sign Up, and let's take the first step together.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse, bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at encinorestaurant.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Pirate Nation, don't miss a second of the action. Download the free Pirate Radio app today and take us with you wherever you go. Listen to all of your favorite shows, or you can catch up anytime with all of our archived content, like we just played a few minutes ago in the Rewind, brought to you by Simply Oil and Wine. And that is Anthony Atkinson, Dr. Gary Overton. We've had some other great guests this throughout the week, and it's all archived on our app, and it's everything you love about Pirate Radio right in your pocket. Just search Pirate Radio in your app store and download it now. And Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update from earlier this afternoon. D.H. Conley's softball team, who's ranked number 1 in the state, took on South Lenoir. And Pirate Radio intern Cole Martin was there, and he gave us this update.
Friday afternoon, South Lenoir made their way down to D.H. Conley High School to take on the Vikings for the first game of the Easter tournament. It was all D.H. Conley throughout the 5 innings of play as the Vikings mercy ruled the Blue Devils by a score of 11-1. Lena Zerfus got things started in the second inning, courtesy of a 3-run blast to left field. On the mound, Kendall Howard was once again dominant, going 3 innings of work, no runs, no hits, and no walks, with 7 strikeouts. With the win, the Vikes moved to 10-0 on the season and play Topsail tonight at 6 p.m. From Greenville, North Carolina, with Pirate Radio, I'm Cole Martin.
And thank you, Cole, for that. And they will play Topsail in about 20 minutes in Greenville. Now let's head back. Oh, and a quick softball update. East Carolina softball in action against Charlotte. They are trailing 2-0 in the second inning. Now back to you, Clip.
All right. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Cole, for the great report there. Welcome back to Pirate Radio Live. We had our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Pirate Radio Rewind, and Susan Deans says, love Simply Divine Wine and Oil, great people. Jamie says, what was the best Easter basket gift you got as a kid? We always got kites. Go fly a kite. I remember events by the video games I got. My birthday's November 1st. I would get Madden around then and college football. And then Christmas, I would get NBA Live. And Easter, and around this time, I would start like cutting grass and trying to make my own money. But also, I guess before that, or even with that, I feel like I might get a baseball game. What was it called? Triple Play Baseball was EA Sports in the 90s. That might have been thrown in the Easter basket, but yeah, a whole lot of candy and stuff. Jerry says, my grandma got me a big chocolate bunny one year. Missed those times with my grandparents in Greene County. Well, that's nice. I'm more of a fruit candy guy. Your gummies more so than the chocolates. So you give me some gummy bears, I'll be happy.
So is that your favorite traditional Easter candy?
Well, I wouldn't say that is even traditional. I mean, your traditionals are going to be your
peeps.
The ones you had earlier this week.
The robin eggs.
Which I used to like those.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah. Ellerby's the big jelly bean guy.
Yes, because jelly beans are only available during Easter.
I probably have tasted a peep, but I've never asked for the texture. I can't do.
No, I can't do it either.
I like jelly
gross.
beans. Jamie says the Cadbury eggs. See, I don't think I ever had those either. Are those the ones with the stuff inside?
Yeah. My favorite commercial, too.
Yeah. Give me some gummies and a video game rather than all that stuff.
Well.
Because I'm in great shape, as you can see.
It goes without saying.
Tip-top shape. All right, back to our new Blue Pirate report. Let's hear from a couple of the players. Let's start with Brock Spalding, East Carolina wide receiver. He was asked, Cut 1, how he feels about the team halfway through spring practice.
I feel like we're doing pretty good. We have a lot of improvement for sure, just being the first couple weeks and stuff. But, I think we're picking it up pretty good and, finding the rhythm. We just need to capitalize on a couple more things and, fine-tune a couple more things.
Kind of sucks, but it's part of the deal now. Well, you have to ask these guys, why are you here? Why'd you decide to stay at ECU? Here was his answer, Cut 3.
I just love this place. It felt like I couldn't leave. And, I felt like I wasn't done here, and I just felt like I had to come back.
Cut 4, Shirley, what have you seen from the quarterbacks and their style of play?
I think they're both, doing great so far. It's a great competition, and they're both gelling well. They're both competitive, so I just like to see that out of players. So I'm enjoying it.
Cut 8, what do you see from the quarterbacks in terms of leadership?
Just both competitive guys that have swag to them. That, both vocal guys want to get out there, want to get the guys going. So that's a good thing to see from the wide receiver for sure.
Cut 9, what is the biggest difference from John David Baker's offense to the offense you're playing in right now?
I say just tempo. We're going fast, the same thing, but difference-wise, it's not too different. So, we're doing the same type of tempo, we're trying to get lined up fast, same type of, quick calls. So I wouldn't say there's too much difference, but there's some little things in there.
Cut 10, is the terminology different?
Yeah, that's one thing that's definitely different for sure. But I'm picking it up. I think the guys are picking it up pretty well. We get together outside of meetings and stuff just to make sure we all have that down. So it's going pretty well.
And the Cut 5, what do you want to see improvements on from the offense before spring is done?
Just fine-tuning things. I think we came out strong, but just carrying that out through the whole scrimmage and not falling off a cliff or falling off and after halftime or a break or something like that. Just keep finishing through.
That is Brock Spalding. I kind of put what's the word, moratorium or something on talking about Brock Spalding because I was tired of hearing people talk about him, and he went through injuries and didn't play or whatever. So I was like, okay, man, until we see this guy, I don't want to talk about him anymore. Well, we saw him last year, and he made plays. And when healthy, he is a playmaker. So he kind of shut me up with his play on the field last year, and I'm very excited to see him back for another Pirate season as wide receiver. Ryan Rosenborough, good to have him back in Greenville, North Carolina, and was an impact player last year and will be asked to do even more this year on the defensive side of the ball. He gave his thoughts on the defense's progression so far. Cut 1.
I feel like it's good, and Coach Hayden came in. We kind of rolling. We're still rolling from last year. We still got a lot of the same players, so everybody know the standard. Everybody know where we want to be at, so they come in with practice, and that's it.
He was asked if he's trying to be a better leader here in year 2 as a Pirate. Cut 4.
Yes, sir, most definitely, because I know how I was coming in as a young guy, so I try to give my knowledge as a young guy to the other guys. I tell them all the time, if I go back, I do a lot of things different.
Cut 6, he was asked if it's strange going from 8-man football to now being a key member of ECU.
Nah, because this is what I wanted. I wanted to be here as a kid. I grew up in the backyard, so I watch ECU football all the time. So this is what I wanted. This is what I worked for. So I never really looked back, oh, man, I was playing 8-man. Nah, it's just some extra step. It's a different step, different road than other people. But other than that, that's what I wanted. This is what I worked for. This is what I dreamed for. So it's football.
I love local guys on the roster. Apparently there is a 252 hand sign. He was asked if he started or who started the 252 hand sign that they do. Cut 7.
That been going around for a little minute, but hey, we just go throw it out every time. People gonna know where we from. So we love the 2-5. If you're from the 2-5, you go represent the 2-5. So no matter what, we go throw our hand sign up.
All right, cool. I have a hand sign I can do because I'm from the 2-5. Cut 8, who are some of the young players that have impressed you?
Pressing, I think everybody's pressing. No matter what, I feel like D-Line, Coach Tess says it all the time, D-Line room is probably one of the only rooms where everybody, all 14, 13 of us can play. So I feel like if we put anybody on the field, they could go out there and they go produce. Just like if it's 1s, 2s, 3s, whoever you are, you could go out there and produce. But I really love our young ones. Don Moody, Ethan Wilson, their boys come in, they work, Turk, Vaughn, all them boys, they come in, they work every day, and they push me to be better. So if they push me to be better, I'm going to push them to be better.
All right, Cut 9, does it feel weird to be the old guy on defense now? Cut 9.
Yeah, it does feel, just being old head in general, I'll be looking at like, dang, I used to be you, like, so it's kind of just being old head in general, but I mean, it's college, so you still got to go. You still got to keep pushing.
And cut 11. How do you treat these scrimmages? Do you go back and watch film?
Just teach them like little things, like a lot of this is
11?
little things, little details that we got to practice on, whether that's the right first step or just little things like hand placement or stepping right. That's all it is mostly. So mostly when it comes to them and teaching the young guys, it's mostly like them little things, them little details that you might overlook in high school and that might not. You not being on those little things in high school can make you make a play, but here in college you got to have those little things for you to be able to make a play.
All right, Ryan Rosenborough. He's got a great personality. He really answered each question, and afterwards he fist bumped. There was probably like 12 media members there. He went around and fist bumped everybody, and just and not that that's a prerequisite. We don't need that, but it's just part of his personality, and I think we'll be talking to him a lot this year. A, because he likes to talk, but B, he's going to be an impact player for East Carolina on their defense. So great to hear from Ryan, from Brock Spalding. Shirley, we'll wrap our New Blue Pirate report up with this. Let's get the opening comments from Blake Harrell. We skipped through that to when we talked to Alex and Morgan earlier. Can we hear cut one from Blake Harrell as he talked about the practice and the scrimmage?
So scrimmage number 1 for us, practice number 8. So I talked to the guys just about how much better can we get from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2. No different from game week 1 to game week 2. It was great to have our first responders out here. Just invite them out to practice to show appreciation for them, appreciate their commitment, their leadership, and what they do for this community. And just want them to understand this is their football team too. This is their program and the service they give us on game day. I think last week we had Student Appreciation Day. This week was First Responders Day. Next week we'll do faculty and staff. And to me, that's so important, just to show this community and everybody involved how much they matter to us, this program, and this university. I think it's also a great opportunity for our players to kind of get to know those folks, and they get to know our players, and maybe we grow a new fan, or we grow a new season ticket holder, or in our Student Appreciation Day case. There's a book out there, The All Blacks. It's a rugby team, and they have their leadership principles. And one of the leadership principles in there is plant trees you'll never see. And I think with those students, just showing them how much we appreciate them, how much they matter to us, they're a big part of this thing. That's great for the fall and great for game day, but in 20 years, they may be Pirate Club members and season ticket holders. So I want to make sure we're building that with our fan base and with our programs. And I think we always got to be building our perception or our brand of East Carolina football, our university and our athletic program. So that's what those appreciation days are about. And just want to say thank you to all those involved out there who's a part of that. As far as the scrimmage goes, I thought we saw some good things. You know, the thing I talked to the guys about is just playing with great effort and great energy, and making sure those things were at a high and all time. You know, it get them ready for game day. You know, it's hard to simulate that sometimes in practice because you have drills or you have stations or different periods. But you get out here, you just play the game a little bit. Some of those things show up. How much you got to improve. Try to get even number of reps the best we can. It doesn't always play out that way. But I think we got some good work in. I think it's a good place for us to start and build for next week. The next 2 weeks, we got 2 more weeks of spring practice left. The next 2 weeks we'll treat like game week as far as a Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday preparation, and then play the scrimmage on the weekend. So looking forward to that, see how much we can grow between this Friday and this time next week.
All right, there is Blake Harrell on our New Blue Pirate Report. Call nublue.com. They can help you with your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, septic, any issues you have. They'll help you out at New Blue. Susan says intern Cole did a great job. He certainly did. I thought I was getting after it when I was still in high school, as far as I was, what did I do? Student newspaper, networking. I was able to get a paid radio job out of high school when I went to college, and then eventually student station at ECU, interned here. I think Cole has done more in high school than I've done in my adult career, and it's all stuff he's done himself. So yeah, man, he has killed it, and he has a very bright future ahead. So appreciate Cole helping us out with that. And also, Shirley, for folks that want more of Cole's work, is he streaming Game 2? Where do you find that stream that you had up earlier today?
Actually, it is up on YouTube.
Okay.
If you go on YouTube, search DHC, and that's all capital letters, and then Game Day. You should be able to see, and it has a little description that tells you that it's D.H. Conley.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, the stream should be up probably in the next 10 minutes.
It was the broadcast team of Martin and Martin earlier today. They had Cole and his pops Charlie. So that was awesome. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Get ready to wrap things up here on a Friday after this timeout.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and Spare Change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest. April 25th, downtown Greenville.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. Burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aidan Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
This is Josh Gross, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was another mixed day for the stock market as the Dow, actually the stock market was not open today because it was Good Friday. So these were yesterday's numbers. The Dow was down 61 points at 46,504. The NASDAQ was up 38 at 21,879. The S&P was up 7 at 6,582. And that is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. And as we head back into the show, a quick Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. East Carolina and Charlotte playing at Max R. Joyner Family Stadium. And the softball team is trailing Charlotte 2-1 heading into the bottom of the fourth. Now back to you, Clip.
All right. Shirley, does South Carolina have a chance tonight against 38-0 UConn?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope. None. No.
Okay. There you
There
have
you
it.
go.
UConn, a 6.5 point favorite. Let's go around the horn. Shirley, UConn, Illinois, who you got?
That's men's basketball.
Yeah, we're back to men now.
UConn.
Michigan, Arizona.
Arizona,
UConn.
Arizona.
All right, Mackay, Illinois, UConn, who you got?
UConn.
Arizona, Michigan.
Michigan.
UConn.
UConn.
All right, so we got a UConn title, an Arizona title. I don't know why Nick's walking up. I wasn't going to ask him, but since you're up here, I will.
I'll leave. It's okay.
UConn, Illinois.
UConn.
Michigan, Arizona.
Arizona for my dad.
For Bradford, and Arizona and UConn. Who'd you say?
UConn.
Arizona, UConn.
Dan Hurley. UConn.
Wow. All right, we got two UConns. I'll even it up. I'm going to go Illinois versus Arizona, and give me the Wildcats. Tommy Lloyd cutting the nets down Monday night. We'll preview the championship Monday. We'll recap ECU baseball and have more ECU football spring coverage for you as well when we talk to you on Monday. Have a great Easter weekend. We'll see you then. For Shirley, Mackay, Nick, and the crew, I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate